I don't believe so.
But I'm pretty sure it was Florida. You got your palatial estate down in the Florida Keys.
Yep, right. My
with
estate.
Your yacht.
Yep. It's called a shanty. Yes. But anyways, back to our keys of the game brought to you by Coburn's. Of course, key number one, of course, is going to come in with the elements here tonight. And the biggest thing is when you're so used to practicing in dry conditions, it's been pretty dry over the summer. We had that stint of some rain, but was it where they were practicing in it? We don't know. We haven't been able to talk to the coaches about that. But key number one here tonight is going to be ball control, right? Handling that ball, keeping the ball in your hands, making sure that, especially with the running backs, ball tucked in tight, cradled in that elbow and into the arm, making sure that it's not going to slip out. Because when that ball hits the ground at any point, remember, it's snapped off the grass. It will get a little dewy and wet, so that's going to be a little slick now. So you got to make sure you hold on to it, because when you go into this, what really the key is don't turn the ball over. We can't afford to turn the ball over to a good team like Annandale. So key number one, control the ball, hold on to it, putting both hands on it, running through the line of scrimmage, making sure that nobody is going to be able to get it, but not only that, making sure you just don't cough it up.
And that's true for both sides, because remember, Annandale, with their shotgun that they go out of, it'll be interesting to see how many of those snaps are a little bit high, a little low.
Yep.
That can be a big factor in this game.
You bet.
That's key number one.
That's right. Key number two to tonight's game, brought to you by Coburn's, of course. Key number two is definitely going to be, how does GSL show up here tonight as a whole? They came out last week. They proved something to people, I believe, in their minds as well, saying, hey, we're a team that's here to compete. But it's all going to come down to mindset. They had a good week of practice, according to head coach Scott Chimperly. Very focused, wanting to keep things moving in the right direction. But mentally, how do they show up? That's going to be the big thing. You get down in the game, you can't just slug over and hang your head and everything like that and pout. You got to keep in it, stay with everything, know your job out there, and continue to perform. So key number two here tonight, mentally be in this game and don't let any little down thing happen that happens in the game get you and your mentality down as well.
All right, that's key number two, three phases of the game. So like having three keys of the game, what's key three, Mr. Dahman?
Key number three tonight is going to come down to the defensive side of the ball, I really, truly believe. Offensively, we know what we have in the backfield with those running backs, good athletes. Quarterback-wise, young kid, Landon Stifter coming in here, trying to figure things out, but he did a very good job last week, but I don't think he's the one we need to win. Shows that they're strong, they read their keys, they push off, they do a great job there, but this is a potent passing offense. Not only passing, that quarterback group always likes to roll out. So it's containing that quarterback, but not only that, receivers. When we tell you the starting lineup, they have 4 set receivers and 1 running back. So they're not afraid to throw the ball. So key number tonight is going to be the defensive backfield has to make the correct read and stick with their guy in the field during the game, but also being able to contain that quarterback back there as well.
Those are your keys of the game, brought to you by Coburn's. I'll throw an extra one in there. I think tempo of this game, both offense for GSL and offense for Annandale, is going to tell us a lot about who's in control of this game.
And we saw that last week with GSL, which was really nice to see, because we've seen a couple of games where it's been, in the last couple of years, 3 and out, and it's too quick, right? GSL last week did a very good job of controlling that tempo and running that ball methodically down the field and doing a very good job of just controlling the ball.
Bit of a delay. Were they rotating the ball in? Or was there a penalty on the play? I didn't see a flag.
I didn't see no flag either.
And a bit of confusion. There is a holding call against GSL, so that's going to back them up 10 yards. So instead of 1st and 10 at their own 27, it'll be 1st and 10 at their own 17 for the Panthers. Going left to right, ball in the far hash. Lights are on bright here at Stevens Seminary Stadium. So it's 1st and 10 at their own 17, going left to right. Panthers will come out with 2 wideouts to the right, ball in the left hash. Tearaway wide right, slot right is Kaczmarek. Put a man in motion, handoff, dive play up the middle. Higgins trying to burrow his way, finds some room, gets across the original line of scrimmage, and he gets pickup of 2 on the carry for Aaron Higgins up the gut.
Got to really dig the cleats in tonight. Like we said, that grass is wet, slick out there, so you can lose your footing pretty easily out there. So running backs got to really dig it in hard to get moving through that line of scrimmage right there, but also for them linemen on both sides. You got to be ready because you might lose your footing, and whenever you just might not know it, all of a sudden you're going to be down on the ground.
2nd and 8. Stiff to the quarterback under center. Single setback is Higgins. Strike slanted flanker left side. Going to do the handoff, coming around right side with it. Strike trying to find a cutback lane. Nothing to be found. Good job by the Cardinals to collapse that line and make the tackle on the play as Gavin Wang with a tackle. Pickup of 1 for Strike going right side.
Strike coming up just kind of limping just a little bit. Maybe got his foot stepped on there, but he's going to be okay. Going to walk it off. But, yeah, no pickup there at all for GSL. And, again, that's just because defensive line, linebacking core here for the Annandale Cardinals, very big, physical, and able to just bust through there right away.
3rd and 7 upcoming for the Panthers. Ball right side of midfield. They're going to send 2 wideouts to the far side to the left. Tearaway wide left. Kaczmarek slot left. Shotgun formation. Stifter in the shotgun. Takes the high snap. Looking swing pass out. That is overthrown. Intended for Kaczmarek. And actually that was read beautifully by the defense. They were doing a quick swing pass out to Kaczmarek out left side. It was overthrown and probably for the best because there was an undercut there from number 32, Hudson Helgett, who was looking for a pick 6. And that incompletion is probably the best case result potentially on that one. It looks like a 3-and-out for the Panthers offensively.
Yeah, just trying to do like that quick swing pass like you said. But, yeah, Annandale just reading it perfectly, able to get out there, put a lot of pressure. But Sifter there just got a little too much zip on that ball and goes over the head of his receiver, which, like you said, is probably for the best.
So punt team is on with 9:13 left to go. Schoberg and Walter back to return at midfield. Getting the snap, pop with the punt. Good end-over-end kick coming to the near side. Caught by Walter. Fakes a little pitch off. He's up the middle across the 40, the 35. Tries to step through a tackle to 30. Still on his feet and finally brought down at the 27-yard line. Great return on that one. Kaczmarek, the gunner on the near side, actually overran where that ball was caught. And that allowed a lot of space for Walter to run, and he made a lot of guys miss up the middle, and a great field position for the Cardinals. 1st and 10 at the Panther 28.
Yeah, Kaczmarek, not sure what he was reading there, but like you said, he ended up just kind of overrunning everything and running past where the ball was going to drop to the carrier there. And I tell you, there was a lot of room for him then to figure out what he wanted to do. And as you can tell, too, you got to be careful of this. Annandale, they like to do that reverse pitch if they can, too, and they faked it there, which then he just kept it and took off with it.
So Walter, the quarterback, 1st and 10 at the GSL 28-yard line. We'll see if they try and go for the jugular here on the first play. Shotgun 4 wide, ball left hash, 2 wideouts to each side. They put a man, Nelson, in motion left to right. They'll do a little shovel pass. He fumbles it, and it's recovered by Nelson, thankfully. A loss of 1 that technically counts as a pass play since that was a shovel pass forward to Nelson, who was going across the line of scrimmage. But a loss of 1, and that could have been really bad for Annandale had Nelson not been able to fall back on it. He was the only Cardinal there. 3 Panthers were diving towards it, but Nelson got to it first, 2nd and 11.
You see that a heck of a lot more in all football, all around, right? NFL, college, high school. You're seeing that way more now. The kind of that RPO shuffle pass up the middle there. You're seeing it so much, but GSL did a great job of staying home and reading that.
Wishbone backfield, offset Wishbone right side, single wide out. Takes the snap, handoff up the gut. Lampy immediately wrapped up, brought down. Nice tackle by Dane Peterson on that one. No gain. Actually, another loss of 1 for Lampy on the carry. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 12 for Annandale.
Good job, Dane Peterson, just breaking through, coming around on the outside a little bit, getting past one guy, stays home and just waits for the ball carrier to turn right into him, brings him down for another good loss. Great job by Dane Peterson.
No score, 7:50 and counting left to go in the first quarter. Sun's starting to peek out here at Stevens Seminary Stadium. Shotgun 4 wide, Lampy, the running back, off to left of the quarterback. Walter, ball center of the field, 4-man rush. Walter has time looking. He's going to tuck, he's going to run with it. He gets by, trying to get by the first guy, got held up by the jersey, lowers the shoulder, gets across the 30, up to the 25, to the 24 is where he'll be brought down. So a pickup of 6 for Walter on that play, and that'll bring up a 4th down, and you got to imagine that this is go-for territory at the GSL 24-yard line, 4th and 6 for Annandale.
Great job right there. That's going to be number 59, Hunter Jens. He does a great job grabbing onto the jersey and holding onto him so he could not go. I mean, he was fingertips, literally, holding on to him. Great job of him saving that run from getting that first down. But like we said, 4 down territory here. Annandale's coming out to go for it.
4th and 6, shotgun 4 wide. 3 left, 1 right, ball right hash. Lampy, the running back, to the right of the quarterback, Walter. 4-man rush. Walter looking to pass, has time, still looking. He's going to roll to his right, looking to throw. Far sideline, it is caught. And did he get out of bounds with a first down or not? For Schoberg, it looks like they will give it to him. A first down along the far sideline. What a play by Walter to stretch that one out. Had time. Pickup of 7 on 4th and 6. And a first down for Annandale on that 4th down.
I mean, it's a big pickup right there, getting that first down. And he had to tippy-toe for it. I mean, it was good defense by GSL. But I tell you what, the quarterback missed his wide-open guy down the left side, number 18, Joseph Huey. Nobody there, but it was down the field a ways, and he just elected just to go on the other side.
Back to that tight wishbone to the line, no wideouts. Offset right side, Walter under center, turn handoff, right side with it, trying to find room as Jack Nelson kept the legs churning. Flag on the play, up to the 15-yard line. It's a pickup of 2 if the play stands. The flag got repositioned. Methinks there might be a holding coming against the Annandale Cardinals for the first time tonight.
I am thinking as well. Nice job by number 57, Will Waniso, coming in right away, making the initial hit. And then, of course, it's going to be Cameron Johnson coming in as well just to kind of bring him down there. But great job by the defense. But like you said, we're going to have a penalty here, which do believe it will be a holding call. Personal foul.
On the defense.
Ooh.
So a pickup of 2 for Nelson on that carry.
And
then added at the end is the penalty.
Interesting. Not sure who that would be on.
I do not know either.
Had to be, if anything, just away from the actual tackle itself, because everything with the tackle seemed okay.
That should be enough for a first down, right? Half the distance to the goal?
I don't think so. I think it's going to be 1 yard short.
No, okay. No, they're waving the...
Oh.
Well, they got to figure out... Oh, no, it's 1st and goal. 1st and goal from the 8. Wishbone backfield. Walter under center. Turn handoff. Left side Lampy with it. Trying to break a tackle. Wrapped up around the waist and knocked back a little bit. Gets up to the 5-yard line. A pickup of 3 on the carry for Lampy.
Lampy there just took getting wrapped up and was heading down, then took a pretty big hit right there to the shoulder pads going down, but gets right back up. A good job by the defense once again, just holding on, coming around. Biggest thing is, got to sit and wrap, right? Got to wrap around the waist and wrap mostly if you can around the legs, trip him up right away.
2nd and goal from the 5, ball middle of the field for Annandale. Their second drive of the game. Both teams went 3 and out on their opening drive. Wishbone backfield, Lampy and Nelson, the deep guys. Walter under center on the 2nd and 5. Handoff right side, Nelson with it. That play got blown up immediately. Great job. Nelson stood up in the backfield and stopped. Forward progress, a loss of 2 on the carry for Nelson. Who was it that jumped into the backfield on that one, Adam?
That's going to be number 54, Dane Peterson, the senior captain. Does a great job coming through hot, picking him up right away, getting past his blocker there, and just holds him up with another guy wrapped around him as well. Yeah. So, I mean, he did a really good job there.
Took the center back with him.
Yes, he did.
To make the tackle with Nelson. 3rd and goal from the 8.
You'll like this. Big wrestler.
Big fan.
Huge fan. I figured that.
That's what wrestlers do.
Yeah.
Wishbone backfield once again. Walter under center. Offset to the right side. They're going to fake it to the right. Give it off left. Lampy with it. He gets back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe a pickup of 1 as he went left side off tackle. Pickup of 1 for Lampy. And that brings up now a 4th and goal from the 7. And now are they bringing out the kicker or are they bringing out their shotgun offense?
Is it 4th?
It's 4th and goal. Should be.
I got 3rd and 8.
Okay, we've had 3 runs so far in goal to go. Am I wrong? Did I miss something? They got 3rd and goal. Well, 3rd and goal from the 8. Shotgun 4 wide. 2 to each side. Man in motion going left to right is Healy. Makes it 3 wide to the right. Rolling to the right is Walter. Looking to pass. Throwing off the run. Makes the catch in the end zone is Westman. And it's a touchdown from 8 yards.
That was a pretty clean, crisp pass right there. Pretty hard. And receiver just able to go up and pull it down. Good pressure by the defense. And I don't know, I thought maybe possibly they would get something there, but a penalty on it. But, of course, they're going to say that the block was actually in the front of the guy on the shoulder pads. So they're not going to call anything with that, of course.
So now on for the extra point is Zach Rowe to kick. Holding is Oliver Johannes. Snap is there, spot is down, kick is up. It is a sidewinder, and it is no good. Wide left with 4:38 left to go in the first quarter on the Glencoe Light and Power scoreboard. Score now reads Annandale 6, GSL 0. You're listening to Panther Football on KGLB.
First home or your next. Call the experts at Priority One Metro West Realty in Glencoe.
I thought I counted that was fourth down by that point.
Buy and sell their homes and properties for years. When it comes to real estate, go with the experts.
But the one run was the penalty.
Glencoe Regional Health offers urgent care daily, including holidays and weekends from 8 a.m. to 7:30 p.m. No appointment is needed. Urgent care is located at the hospital entrance in Glencoe. Just walk in. Glencoe Regional Health. Quality, convenience, personal care.
I think it was like one run to
Factory
Nelson.
Direct Furniture, they'll guarantee you'll pay less. Choose your style from in-stock or custom order from hundreds of fabrics and leathers. Over 150 recliners in stock and over 40 mattresses on display, all at the guaranteed lowest prices. Factory Direct Furniture, Highway 7 east of Hutchinson. Call 587-SAVE.
Well, a 28-yard drive had one fourth down conversion, then a 3rd and goal from the 8 conversion for a touchdown. 8-yard touchdown pass from Walter to Westman. Extra point, no good, wide left. Gives us a 6-0 score. That drive taking 4:22 off the clock for the Annandale Cardinals. They'll be kicking it off, going right to left. Connor Lampy to kick it off, going right to left. As the sun peeks out here on this Friday evening, it's been mostly cloudy and raining. Field still wet, so we'll keep an eye on that, but it's holding up pretty well in this early going. Lampy to kick it off, going right to left. It's a short end-over-end kick. It'll be hop at the 20. Nice field on the hop by Strike, taking it up the middle across the 25 to the 30. Hits the first man at 30, spins off that. Keeps plowing his way forward up to the 34-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 at their own 34 for GSL, seeing themselves down 6-0 with 4:31 left to go in this first quarter of action on the Glencoe Light and Power scoreboard.
So it comes down to my key number 1 tonight, brought to you by Coburn's, right? The biggest thing is now you've had something not go your way, in the wrong direction now, but now you've got to mentally stay within this game here and say, hey, shrug it off. We're going to try to get back down this field. We're going to put it in the end zone and go up, and we're going to actually take the lead because we're going to go up 7-6.
Panthers come out shotgun formation. Strike to the right of the quarterback, Stifter. 2 wideouts to the right, ball in the right hash. High snap over the head of Stifter. He's just going to dive on and fall back at the 15. And that's a huge loss on first down of 18 yards. Actually, they'll spot at the 16, so still a rough loss of 17 on that play.
Yeah, just a little too much on the snap, right? Just not letting the ball go in time, and it's going to fly over the quarterback's head. And nothing against Landon Stifter, but shorter guy back there too, so a little bit tougher. You got to make sure you keep it low. He's probably rather going to see it low than anything if he can.
I don't know who on the high school team is catching that one, because that was about 7 foot on a good day with hops.
Yeah.
Back under center, wishbone backfield for the Panthers. 2nd and 27. Handoff coming right side with it. Strike makes the first man miss. Tries to bounce around across the 15 up to the 20-yard line for a pickup of 4. For Braxton Strike on that carries. The clock ticking. Second drive of the game for the Panthers, but they're down 6-0. 3:35 and counting left to go. And 3rd and a long 23 upcoming.
Yeah, just got to try to keep pounding away some way, somehow. Got to keep the ball moving, right? But the biggest thing is got to pick up the blocks. Offensive line here now, got to win the battle of the trenches. You got to get in there, keep your pressure on your guy, make your correct reads, make sure you're sealing off your block, giving your running back that room he needs.
3rd and 23 as a couple of guys break the huddle late. Down to 7 on the play clock here for GSL. I think the Panthers, they're going to have to use a timeout with 3:01 left to go. Down 6-0 with 3:01 left. Annandale leading over GSL on the Glencoe Light and Power scoreboard. Timeout, Panthers.
This timeout is brought to you by Bergman Interiors, serving the Glencoe, Hutchinson, Waconia, and Winstead areas. We got you covered with floor coverings, window treatments, cabinets, and Cambria countertops. Call for your free in-home consultation or design studio appointment today.
Appreciate them for sponsoring the timeouts all season long and for many, many moons, as we've learned over the time.
Yeah, no, just always appreciate them. What they've done for GSL Sports, of course, or GSL activities, I should say. But, of course, we appreciate all of our sponsors as well. If it wasn't for you guys, we would not be able to do what we're doing for you right now, bringing you these games live on the airways. And we appreciate it because we enjoy doing it.
Yep,
right?
And when you get a chance, stop in there, tell them a big thank you from us for helping make these broadcasts possible on these Well, will be Friday nights from here on out until week 8, and then until Wednesday nights.
Yep, that's true. And don't forget, when you go in there to talk to Bruce and Deb, too, make sure you ask for that Super Duper Special.
Super Duper Special?
Yeah, the Super Duper Special.
Is that with the Cambria countertops?
I think those are excluded from the Super Duper
probably,
Special.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
3rd and 23 for the Panthers. As they come out of the huddle, single wide out, Tearaway wide to the right. Flanker left side is Kaczmarek. Pro set backfield with Higgins. And they'll send Kaczmarek in motion left to right. Looking to pass, throwing it deep is Stifter into the air. Safety is hawking it, and it's intercepted by Jack Nelson. And then he's immediately brought down. So, end of the day, air punt in my mind on that one. They threw it deep down the near side just in case Tearaway could win that battle. Did not. Nelson with the interception. And it's 1st and 10, but they're at the GSL 46-yard line this time. Is Annandale, but they're up 6-0.
Yeah, just, again, like you said, just kind of a throwaway punt, if nothing else, right there on the interception. But at the same time, too, thought maybe the defender here for Annandale got a little handsy on Tearaway, but they didn't call it or nothing like that. But again, too, shows you right there what the field conditions are like. I mean, literally took a step and slipped and fell right to his knees.
So under center with a 4 wide, single setback Lampy, 4 down lineman for GSL. Walter will just take it up the gut on the QB sneak like he did first play of the game. Gets it across the 45 up to the 40-yard line. A pickup of 6 on 1st down for Walter.
So, that play right there, I mean, literally what that quarterback is doing, Walter, he's coming up to his center, and when they know they have that play called, he's pretty much going to tap his center kind of which way he wants his center to go, and he's going to go the opposite way. I mean, that's just what he's done. He's just picking a side of where they're lining up on him. Is it heads up? Is it shaded left? Is it shaded right? Then we're going to block that direction. He's just going to take up the middle. And right now, GSL's got to find a way to contain that a little bit better.
Do they have to line somebody up defensively over center to prevent that play from happening?
I mean, you definitely can, but I think at the same time, too, it maybe just comes down to that linebacking core. They got to figure a way to maybe just bring up that center.
2nd and 5, shotgun, gets the snap, rolling right, Walter keeping it, rolling still to the right side, going to the far sideline, outside the numbers. He'll get a 1st down across the 40 to the 35 and out of bounds for a pickup of 6. For Walter going in right side, and that was a long trek for 6 yards going from near side all the way across the field on the shotgun for Walter to get the 1st down.
And Walter, too, though, just methodically running it out, right? He took off right away, but definitely didn't hit the juice button at all until he got towards the sideline more, just kind of letting it develop right in front of him to see where he needs to really cut up. And finally, there was nothing, so he had to turn on the boosters and head on the outside completely, but he picks up a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the GSL 35, ball in the right hash, shotgun 4 wide, takes a snap, hand off, Lampy with it, left side, cuts it up the middle off guard, gets across the 35 up to the 32-yard line for a pickup of 3.
Yeah, defense here now just needs to dig deep, right? They got to find a way to make a big stop here, slow down this running game a little bit, but then, too, making sure, the backfield, like we talked about in one of the keys, too, the backfield's got to come alive here, making sure you're defending those receivers out there and not allowing anyone to get open.
2nd and 7 for Annandale, up 6-0 in the Glencoe Light and Power scoreboard. Minute 25 and counting left to go in this first quarter. Majority of this first quarter has been played on the GSL half of the 50-yard line. Shotgun 4 wide, 3 left, 1 right, ball right hash. Running back off to the right of Walter. Takes a snap, looking to pass. Walter heaving it deep down the near sideline. It is incomplete. Intended receiver was Healy. Overthrew him. He had 3 guys to the left side, but there was only 1 Panther up there at the line of scrimmage. Adam, you were pointing it out before the play.
Yeah, immediately. I mean, so Strike ends up rolling up out there, and they're playing kind of a 2 cover deep there, or a single coverage deep, I guess you could say, but Strike has to come out. Well, it's 1 on 3 there, and you can see what's happening is he's just running a wheel route underneath him, getting on the outside of Strike, and then it comes down to Annandale back there who's got to figure out how to get over there quickly enough, but they set it up nicely because they have a guy cutting across the middle too, so very tough defensive play there.
3rd and 7, quick swing pass out left side, caught by Healy. He's got the 1st down across the 30 up to the 25 and wrapped up by Annandale. A good open field tackle, but the problem was up at the 21-yard line. It's a pickup of 11 and a 1st down on the quick swing pass to Healy.
And I totally understand the aspect here too about, you've got, they're going to spread everybody out, right? But at the same time too, you've got to find a way to not just hang your one guy out to dry over here when he's got to take on 2 guys. And, of course, it's going to be a one-on-one block with the other guy with the ball. But if you can put out another guy just a little bit further for a little more pressure out there, you might be able to solve that a little bit where they might start looking at a different play.
1st and 10 at the GSL 21-yard line. Walter will be under center. Two wideouts each side, but they're stacked on both sides of the line. Quick swing pass out right side. Didn't seem like the receiver was ready for it, but makes the catch anyway. It is Westman. Gets across the 20 and up to the 18, and that was a quick pass that, again, it did not appear Westman was ready when that play was snapped to expect a quick swing pass out from Walter, but thankfully he caught it and picks up 3 on the play.
Well, Westman just kind of looked like, oh, here comes the ball, and he had to grab onto it quickly enough, but good job by Tearaway just staying out there on him, able to bring him down right away, not getting too much there, but at the same time, very tough. You know, with that receiving core is very quick-witted, and fast. I mean, they're just everything together. They're going to make some big things happen.
That'll do it for the first quarter of action on the Glencoe Light and Power scoreboard. The score reads Annandale 6, GSL 0. We're back in 60 seconds with more East Central South Division football on KGLB.
Finally find just the right mechanic you can trust for all your car and truck repairs. You stick with them. That's why they have so many loyal customers at Pro Auto Glencoe. Visit Pro Auto Glencoe for honest and reliable repairs. Their goal is to make sure your repair is fixed the first time and at the best value. That includes minor or major repairs. Find out more at ProAutoGlencoe.com or check them out on Facebook. Trust your vehicle to Rick and the pros at Pro Auto Glencoe. It's time to think about winterizing and storing your boat or pontoon. J&J Marine is your full-service marine dealer serving Annandale and the surrounding communities for over 25 years. Whether you need just winterizing or pickup, shrink wrapping, and storage for the winter, the team at J&J Marine can take care of all of your winterization and storage needs. Visit them at jjmarineinc.com or at their showroom off Highway 55 in South Haven. That's J&J Marine in South Haven.
Welcome back, everyone. Stevens Seminary Stadium, 6-0 the lead. Annandale with the ball at the GSL 18, a 2nd and 7. Walter takes a shotgun snap, rolling left, looking to throw, trying to find somebody, finds a little dump pass out, but it's incomplete. Not able to hold on to it was Healy, and that'll bring up a 3rd down now for Annandale as we are here with just after the first play of this second quarter. We got a player down on the far sideline for GSL.
Kind of holding, looks to be again a
appears to be a cramp.
There we go, cramp. That's the word I was
You're looking for the word cramp?
I was. I don't know why. I was thinking something else. But yeah, just a little cramp there, and I'm guessing is it strike? No, it's not. Strike's over here. I'm not sure who that is.
A player down on the field here with 11:52. 6-0 the lead in favor of Annandale. Let's take a quick gander and see if we can get any scores on the Glencoe Light and Power scoreboard.
It's going to be number 72. It's going to be Jackson Anderson for GSL, but he's up, he's walking. Like I said, just a cramp there in the lower leg.
New London Spicer up early on Watertown Mayor, 14-0 in Watertown. Early lead for them.
Interesting.
Rockford leading over Melrose 7-0. They're late in the first quarter in those games. Another Section 2 AA teams. No updates from the Little Falls, D.C. But we have ourselves a 3rd and 7 now at the GSL 18-yard line for Annandale. Ball in the right hash. So we saw Walter roll to his left there, and Adam didn't look quite as comfortable as he does rolling to his right, especially.
Definitely not. He's got to do a little more across the body throwing there. But GSL defensively did a good job coverage there.
Under center is Walter, takes snap, quick swing pass, throws it deep down the far side. It is caught, and Arandia there arriving when the ball did, but holding on to it. Nice catch on the far side by Tyson Schoberg up to the 3-yard line, pickup of 15.
Yeah, Arandia just does a good job getting out there as the ball. I mean, they really sold that there. They sold that they were going to do the little swing pass out again, but that opened up their other receiver right there, and Arandia just immediately noticed it and took off, and hey, give him props right there. He got up with the ball and everything, but just couldn't quite knock it out of his hands.
1st and goal from the 3. Ball in the left hash. Wishbone backfield for Annandale. Walter is under center. Takes a snap, fumbles it, ball's loose. Walter picks it up, hands it off to Nelson, and Nelson finds a gap and gets in. Like that could have been a play that was going to explode on Annandale, but instead Walter was able to calmly pick the ball up, hand it off to Nelson, never lost the timing on the play somehow, and they get the touchdown right side, and it's 12-0 in favor of the Cardinals.
Yep, and I'm curious here. Are they going for one?
Looks like they're going to go for two. Kicker has not come out onto the field. 11:20 left to go in the first half.
Yeah, really just took the helm of that ball right there as it hit the ground, picks it up, just calmly hands it off, and into the end zone they go.
Shotgun 4 wide, put a man in motion. 3 wide outs to the right, 1 to the left, taking the snap, rolling right as Walter looking to pass, finds a lane. He's going to cut it in. He's going to try and run in, and whoa, he did not get in. He got stuffed. He pulled up right by the goal line, maybe thinking he was in for sure. Took a high-low hit. It did not break the plane, so the run fails. 12-0, the score in favor of Annandale on the Glencoe Light and Power scoreboard. 11:20 left to go in the first half. You're listening to East Central South Division football on KGLB. We're back after this.
One call to Steve Shower and Sons
Dane
Construction.
Peterson
They specialize
came
in cement
across.
work, pole barns, reclads,
Jack Nelson
new
came up the
construction,
middle,
houses,
and Dane
and
Peterson
remodeling. They
put
have many
a
satisfied customers throughout the
of a
area.
shoulder
Call
shrug
Steve
into
Shower
him.
and Sons
And
Construction
he looked at the ref
today.
like, what the heck? And the guy's
Family
like,
Restaurant
5 yards,
in
man.
Glencoe offers
You got
daily
5 yards.
breakfast, lunch, and dinner specials. And don't forget about their famous beef commercial, rated the best beef commercial in the state by WCCO TV. Bump's Family Restaurant in Glencoe, where made from scratch is their recipe.
It's not just a car, it's the car you've worked overtime for, so your team could drive himself to football practice. State Farm agent Larry Anderson understands that your car and home are things you really work hard for, so give them the protection they deserve. Call State Farm agent Larry Anderson in Glencoe today.
Well, 46-yard drive took 3:34 off the clock for Annandale. Ends with a 3-yard touchdown run by Nelson. The 2-point conversion run, though, no good on a 9-play drive. Makes it 12-0. Took 3:34 off the clock. Lampy will kick it off, going left to right. Lights are on bright here at Stevens Seminary Stadium. An early 12-0 lead in favor of the Annandale Cardinals. They punted on their first drive. They scored on their last 2, but both of those drives have started in Panther territory. For GSL, it's been 3 and out, and then an interception on 3rd down. High short kick, far sideline. It'll hop at the 30, 20, and goes out of bounds. Should be a flag. Oh, they're going to say it was grazed by one of the GSL players, so it won't be 1st and 10 at the 35. It'll be 1st and 10 at the 21. Wow.
I was going to say, otherwise these guys must have left their flags at home. We've only seen 1 flag, but there's been a couple penalties called.
Yeah, I don't know. I thought for sure that didn't get touched by anybody, but they're saying, yeah, even one official was going to set it to 35. And they're talking it over. Yeah, the one on the far side, the sideline official far side is signaling it tipped. It was tipped by one of the Panthers on that kick, so when it landed or right before it did, so a longer field again for the Panthers. 1st and 10 at their own 21, ball in the right hash. 12-0, they trail. Have not had a first down yet. Negative yards on the total yardage so far in this game. Single setback, wing T backfield, single wide out to the right, Stifter under center, Higgins directly behind him, going to turn, hand it off, Higgins up the middle, left side, trying to find something. Got past the line of scrimmage, up to the 22, maybe the 23. We'll call it the 23 for a pickup of 2 for Higgins on the carry.
Defensive line for Annandale right now, just playing very, very physical up there. And how do you beat a physical team up there? Well, I'm going to tell you right now, you got to stay low. Honestly, the biggest thing is on a big physical guy in front of you, the lower you get, the more you're going to win that push, right? So got to find a way to stay a little bit lower in here. You're going to open up some of these holes a little bit more, allowing some of that room for Higgins and Strike and even Landon Stifter back there. GSL's offense here has to find a way to push through this.
What do you know about being the low man in the trenches like that?
No experience.
Pro set backfield, flanker right side, tearaway single wide out to the left. Stifter under center, takes a snap, little play action, looking quick swing pass. It is out to the near side. It is intercepted. That was tossed too high into the air. Pagacek gets the interception. Pagacek with the interception, and he returns it to the GSL 32-yard line. That play was did not seem to be on the same wavelength, as there was nobody really in a close range for GSL, but pressure was coming immediately on Stifter.
And nothing against Stifter, right? But the biggest thing is that's going to come with more experience. It's a young kid back there, first time into varsity playing this way, being a starter. A lot of excitement there, a lot of emotions, a lot of just jitters, right? Biggest thing is something like that, you can't try to just throw it away and hope and pray that somebody's underneath there. That's when bad things are going to happen for you.
1st and 10 at the GSL 32-yard line. 3rd straight drive starting in Panther territory for Annandale. Catch the quick swing pass out left side slot, gutting it up the middle and getting a first down and more inside the 20 and up into the 13-yard line. Nice quick pass and catch. They stack 3 wideouts to the left side, and that's Schoberg with the reception and a huge first down pickup of 20 on 1st and 10.
Walter there, I mean, he just steps back and fires. I mean, that's the biggest thing with him. He's not afraid just to let that ball go, but you got 3 really good options on one side, 1 on the other. I mean, they've got so many different things that they can do when they put 3 wide.
Shotgun 4 wide, 3 to the left, 1 to the right. That's Westman single wide out to the right. Takes the snap, hand off, Lampy up the middle with it, finding room across the 10. Keeps pushing those legs forward up into the 7-yard line. A pickup of 6 for Lampy on the carry.
Peterson there, Dane Peterson just kind of went for a ride as he was on the back of Lampy there and really was trying to just pull him down, but he got a little high on where he was going to tackle. He's got to get lower, right? It's tough sometimes when they're running past you, but the more you can get into those legs, you're going to trip him up a lot easier. But like right there, he's riding coattails there the whole time as he's holding on around his waist.
2nd and 4 for Annandale at the GSL 7-yard line. Flankers on both sides. Shotgun formation for Walter. Takes it. Handoff up the middle. Lampy with it. Right side inside the 5. He should have enough for a first down. He's down to the 2-yard line. A pickup of 5 on the play.
Annandale here knocking on the door once again, doing everything they can to try to just bust this one through. And GSL's defense, you can tell too, they're gassed. They're tired. They've been out there. Again, we've got 5-6 guys going both ways here too. That's a tough thing too when you're not used to doing that always as a program. But here they got to dig deep and try to hold them before they can get in.
So it's 1st and goal from the 2 for Annandale. 15 on the play clock as they get into the huddle. They break. They hurry up to the line. Single wide out. Westman wide left. No one's covering them. Wishbone backfield. Going to hand it off up the middle. Lampy cutting back across. He'll dive in. Touchdown. Connor Lampy, a 2-yard touchdown run. And just like that, it's 18-0 in favor of Annandale. But again, Adam, short field for the Cardinals. 3 straight drives, 3 straight times they make the Panthers pay, whereas last week against Little Falls, they were able to hold the Flyers back in those plus situations.
Definitely, and yeah, when you're giving them the ball on your side of the 50-yard line for the last three drives here, I mean, it's not tough to get down there and just keep wearing out your defense. And like we said, defense has been on the field here a lot here in this first half already, and they're tired, they're exhausted, but you got to dig deep here and find a way.
Annandale again going to go for 2, 4 wide. Walter, though, under center. Put a man in motion going left to right, so 3 wide outs to the right. Going to do a float pass to the far side, overthrown. Had his man out there. It was Schoberg, but overthrew him on the 2-point conversion. 18-0 on the Glencoe Light and Power scoreboard. Annandale leads over GSL. You're listening to East Central South Division football on KGLB.
Ashley Furniture Home Store, the #1 brand of furniture in America. From rustic farmhouse to contemporary living to big family
airmailed
spaces.
That pass.
Find your style at any budget at Ashley Furniture Home Store, right off Highway 15 South in Hutchinson, next to Target. Call 587-HOME. Ashley Home Store.
Seriously?
This is home.
Mumford Sanitation
I'm
has
gonna
been
get hit,
providing
turn
professional
it
garbage and refuse removal and hauling services for the surrounding area since 1925. They offer roll-off containers for construction and cleanup, and they provide residential, commercial, industrial, and rural services. MumfordSanitation.com.
If you've always wanted to own the very best of something, visit your local John Deere dealer, Midwest Machinery Company of Glencoe, Stewart, and Howard Lake. John Deere quality lives in everything they build. Don't put off that dream of owning the best. Capture it during deer season at your local John Deere dealer, Midwest Machinery Company of Glencoe, Stewart, and Howard Lake.
Well, another drive that starts thanks to a turnover. They start the GSL 32-yard line, take from 3 plays to get him with a 2-yard touchdown run by Connor Lampy. His first 2-point conversion pass overthrown, 18-0. The lead in favor of Annandale with 8:35 left to go in the first half. That drive going 32 yards, taking a minute 47 off the clock for the Cardinals. GSL's offense will step back out onto the field. We're going to have offensive play, 3, 6, 8. Offensive play number 9 coming up. High short kick, far side again. Hops to the 30, goes off the shin of one of the Panther players and goes out of bounds, thankfully. That's William Urban who was coming up. Try to catch that on the short hop, but they found a good spot. There was nothing intentional about that kick, and it'll be 1st and 10 for GSL at the, 35-yard line? Or where it hit him, I'm guessing, because you can't give the forward progress on the shin shot out of bounds. 1st and 10 in their own 32 for GSL, and they really need to do something offensively here, Adam, just to stem the tide and give the defense a bit of a breather.
Yeah, and back to that special teams right there on that return. I mean, even though it's going to be short like that, you got to be careful. That ball took a very fortunate bounce. If that ball goes the other way, that could be Annandale's ball real quick.
Single setback, Higgins, 2 wide outs to the left, flanker right side, Strike. He goes in motion. They're going to hand it off to mesh play. Actually, as an option, they'll pitch it out to Strike, left side, catches it back at the 28, finds a hole across the 30, 35 to the 40, and he's brought down for the first down of the game to their own 44-yard line. Nice open field tackle eventually by number 42, Jake Liebhard, but boy, great job making something happen out of nothing there from Strike.
Yeah, really good job by Strike right there, just getting out there, turning on the juice, the boosters quick, and able to evade one guy out there, but two, Stifter goes for the mesh play, right? I think Higgins almost took him with him. Mm-hmm. He didn't let it go right away, and Stifter just
wing T backfield once again. Ball left hash, 1st and 10 at their own 44. Going to hand it off up the middle left side. Higgins with it, ran into the back of an offensive lineman, tried to bounce it left side, and was engulfed at that point by the defense of Annandale for a pickup of 1. And that's one, Adam, where I think if Higgins watches the film on this, he'll see if he makes that initial cut, doesn't run into the O-lineman, he actually had a pretty nice lane there.
Agreed. He did. And at the same time, though, too, I'm going to say now as an offensive lineman in my past, too, I mean, you gotta be a tree stump, right? You can't be pushed back at any point like that, because even if your leg goes back, your hole closes up there, and you're not giving that running room that those running backs need, right? So you're right. If he just would have taken that nice little juke to the left a little bit more, the hole was there, but he didn't hit it fast enough. But at the same time, that lineman's getting pushed back into it.
2nd and 9, shotgun, 2 wide outs to the left. Running back Strike off to the left of the quarterback Stifter. High snap again, flag on the play, and that might actually, delay a game. You know what? For GSL, I think they'll take the -5 other than the -15 they were about to have.
I think they will too.
Not every day you get the delay of game penalty where you look at it, you kind of go, you know what?
Not too bad.
I'll take that.
I'll take it off of that. Again, that center here just gotta try to keep that snap down and low, man. I mean, adrenaline's running, emotions are running, but you got to stay calm and get that snap back to him if you're going to go into shotgun.
And is that just him coming off and just holding on to it too late, or because he's having to worry about blocking, he's just yanking it through too much?
It's both. It's both.
Shotgun again, 2nd and 14. Takes the chest-high snap, rolling left to Stifter's, got a wall of blockers, needs to find a lane, can't find much, gets across the 40 up to the original line of scrimmage, gets 4 of the 5 yards back. Pickup of 4 for Stifter on that student body left with the quarterback. Brings up 3rd and 10 for GSL.
Better snap there, right? Just maybe a little bit more towards the face mask there. Got to try to keep it a little bit lower. Quarterback's a little shorter back there, right? He's going to appreciate. He'll go low for it if he has to, right? He'd rather have that over the top of the head or anything like that.
Just thinking of it's like an infielder finding his release points with the center right now.
It is.
Shotgun, 2 wide outs to left, taking the snap, 4-man rush, looking screen, pass, overthrown. Oh, if he had just a little bit more touch, Strike was there. Would have probably had the first down. Pressure was coming. Stifter had to try and lob it over top the oncoming rush, and that'll bring up a 4th down, and the punt team will come out for the Panthers. Yeah, but they got their first down of the game, and there's some flashes there offensively for GSL.
Yep, but now you got to build off that, right? Again, you can't dwell on the negative. You got to build off of that and just keep moving forward and just keep trying to drive yourself into this game more and more. But defensively now, got to come up with a big stop. I know they're tired, but they got to find a way to stop this Annandale offense.
4th and 10, back to punt. Is Pop at his own 33. Gets the snap, has time, punt is away. It's a high boomer. Schoberg under it, catches it head high, fakes the pitch. Going far side, getting around the edge. Oh, somebody just got taken out. Schoberg still going far side, but no, he went out of bounds. Shy of the 30, back at the 27. And that's where Annandale will take over for only the 2nd time in this game. They'll start in their own territory, 1st and 10 at their own 27. There was a player that got blindsided on that one, Adam, and the referees did not see it.
Yeah, I missed it. I didn't get to see what it was. I was trying to watch as Repke here was running Schoberg down here and just couldn't quite get the fingertips on him to pull him down, but he runs out of bounds. Still push him far enough to the sidelines there to go out of bounds. So good job on the punt recover there, trying to make sure, or the punt stop, I guess you could say, and getting down there and just trying to make them push out.
1st and 10 at their own 27, going left to right, up 18-0 is Annandale. Shotgun 4 wide for Walter, running back to his right. Takes snap, rolls to the right, looking for room, pressure coming. There was a hold, no flag, spins out of one tackle, trying to spin out of another as Walter still on his feet. He'll pick up a yard or 2. We'll call it up to the 29-yard line, pickup of 2 for Walter on the play.
Yeah, definitely another missed call right there, too, as the offensive lineman goes in the back, grabs completely onto the jersey and tries to spin the guy around. And
especially on the edge, you don't see that too often.
No, but not only that, you've got the ref. He's literally standing right here, and he just totally missed it.
It's okay. Coach Simperley's helping him out, too, just in case.
Oh, of course. He's definitely letting him know as well. He even gave the thumbs up.
2nd and 8. 18-0 the lead in favor of Annandale. They've scored in their last 3 drives, have failed on the extra point and 2 two-point conversions. They go 3 wide outs to the left. Under center is Walter. Takes a snap, looking quick pass, and that one off the fingertips of Nelson. And he's got to be careful. He keeps leaving him out there like that. Sawyer Kaczmarek came in for a nice little double leg to the basketball player, and he's going to leave one of his wideouts out, hanging out to dry on that play if they don't run it just right.
Yeah, good job by Sawyer Kaczmarek there, just noticing it, coming in hard. Biggest thing is I don't want him to get hurt, right? So the one thing is I'm always going to tell a guy that if you're going to put a pop on a guy, put a pop on a guy. Don't curl up and act in the defense mode, because that's when guys get hurt, right? Get in there, give him a good pop, and just put that shoulder pad into him. He'll be okay. Don't worry. That other kid will be okay too.
3rd and 8, and down to 10 on the play clock, and a timeout is called by Annandale with 5 minutes left to go. They haven't figured that out yet with the scoreboard. They'll get that taken care of. 5 minutes left to go in the first half. 18-0 the lead in favor of Annandale. Timeout, Cardinals.
This timeout is brought to you by Bergman Interiors, the name you've grown to trust, serving the Glencoe, Hutchinson, Waconia, and Winstead areas. Decorating store at your door. Great people, great products, great service. We got you covered.
Coach Shimperley just putting a reminder out there on the blocking on the punt return. They're trying to make sure, I think, 5:01 on the clock. So they're getting that taken care of as we speak. 18-0 the lead in favor of Annandale over GSL. They've had their last 3 drives all started in Panther territory, and they turned into points, including 2 turnovers that turned into touchdowns as well for Annandale. Had not had a drive over 40 yards. Well, was it 46 with their long drive of the game so far. 5:01 left. Timeout is done. 3 wide again to the left side. Single wide out, Westman to the right side. Walter takes a shotgun snap, rolling to his left. 4-man rush, has pressure, steps through it, throws to the far sideline. It's caught by Schoberg, but short of the first down and out of bounds. And that'll bring up a 4th down and 2. So a pickup of 6, but not enough for the first down for Annandale. We'll see what their mentality is in this situation.
4th down and about 3 even. They're going to give it to him, I think. They even pushed it back more, but man, oh man, Walter too, literally tickling with that line of scrimmage on that throw too.
4th and 3, long, short 3, long 2. 4 wide, 2 to each side, ball in the left hash, hard count, got him to jump, they flinched, they got the first down. 3 of the 4 defensive linemen for GSL jumped, and Annandale gets the free first down with 4:55 left to go, and this drive continues. And methinks, Adam, that was the plan for that play from the word go, was to go hard count and try and get the Panthers to jump, and they did.
100%. And the biggest thing is, too, you know, in high school it's different, of course, than the pros and that, but it's encroachment. You're coming completely across, you know, and everything, but you can move defensively, so you can get that little stutter in there, but you just can't come flying across like that.
3 wide out to the left, shotgun formation, running back, Lampeys to the left of the quarterback. Walter takes the waist-high snap, 4-man rush, looking, throwing deep near side. Westman, the intended receiver. Westman brings in the one-handed catch as he was jockeying for position with Tearaway, and he brings it down to the Panther 30-yard line. What a pass and catch on that one. A pickup of 31 down the near side.
Yeah, Tearaway did a great job sticking with him and everything, but he definitely just couldn't quite get around him in front of him right there and just couldn't get the hand up. And, I mean, you got to give the receiver some mad props there, too, because he just did a really good job of just getting the hand out there and hauling in that pass.
Yeah, just a great catch as well on Westman's end. Shotgun 4 wide, 2 to each side. 2 left, 2 right, ball in the right hash, handoff, Lampy up the middle. Got a big hole to run through across the 25, but a nice open field tackle to bring him down at the 24-yard line. Pickup of 6 for Lampy on the carry.
Yeah, GSL defense thought they were going to, get a good stop there, but again, just mental breakdown, right? We talked about that even last week too. It's staying mentally focused within the game, especially defensively. I understand that you get a little bit of the jitters in that, but you can't go till that ball moves, and that's the biggest thing you're taught as a defensive lineman is you don't worry about what's set out there. As soon as that ball moves, you go.
2nd and 4, shotgun 4 wide, 2 to each side. Walter takes the chest-high snap, handoff, Lampy up the middle. He's got the first down across the 20, finally brought down at the 17-yard line for a pickup of 7 and another first down. So Lampy, they've done a good job, at least early on in this game, shutting down, is now starting to get dialed in with his rushing total after the the passing game had started to open up some of those lanes in the middle. So it's 1st and 10 at the GSL 17-yard line, going left to right for Annandale, up 18-0 already. 3:34 and counting left to go. Shotgun 4 wide, running back Lampy to the right of the quarterback. That was left tackle jumped early. That's 5 yards against Annandale in that situation with 3:24 left to go. Stops the clock with the penalty. It'll be 1st and 15.
Big turn of events right there for GSL, right? Finally, they messed up once, so now the biggest thing is right, utilize their mishap to benefit yourself now. Now you got to come out, make a huge stop here. You've got 3:24 on the clock here in the second quarter going. You're down 18-0, but if your defense can get a good stop here yet, I know it's first down yet, but if you can make a big stop here, you can get some of that momentum back into your sails there a little bit and get that offense back on the field quickly.
Shotgun 4 wide. 2 to each side, ball on the right hash, running back off to the left of the quarterback. Walter takes a snap, 4-man rush, looking, throwing deep down the near sideline. It is up, and did he hold on? No, did not. Good job breaking that up, trying to go to Jack Nelson along the near side. I believe it was a Tearaway that knocked that one away. And it's incomplete.
Tearaway does a good job right there. He looks back to locate the ball. It's going over him, so he turns back to his receiver. And is it Johnson that was out there? Is that
Nelson.
Jack Nelson. Nelson's out there, and he has it in his hands. But Tearaway does a great job getting his hand in on the ball and just swatting it down. Great job, great defensive play right there on the pass coverage.
2nd and 15, shotgun 4 wide at the GSL 22-yard line. Actually under center as Walter with a single setback, and Lampy takes a snap, quick swing pass out left side. Caught by Valdez, cutting across the 20. Flag on the play, gets it to the 15. We anticipate hold being the call, as Mr. Dahman mentioned. They did the quick swing pass out to Brandon Valdez, 5'7", 140-pound junior, and it is a holding call by the lead wide receiver on that play on the left side, and that'll back him up. Spot foul backs him up another 10 yards, and Coach Walter pleading his case with the official on the far side.
I tell you what, great job by Strike right there, right? He's out there by himself, covering 2 guys pretty much. Usually it's going to be that little swing pass, right? So what he does is he gets into that defender out there, that blocker, and he just tries to push as hard as he can into him to push him back into that lane for that receiver. And he makes him cut up the field, which is a great job by Strike.
Shotgun 4 wide. Walter in the 2nd and 18. Takes the head high snap, looking to pass. Pressure coming. Rolls to his right. Still looking to throw. Flips it out to the near side. It is off the fingertips of Brandon Valdez. Nearly brought that one in double coverage, but incomplete. 3rd down upcoming for Annandale.
And Higgins does a good job just adding a lot of pressure into that backfield right there off the defensive end side here towards the GSL sideline, pushing hard, put a lot of pressure on Walter back there, but just couldn't quite hold on to him. But that added pressure is just more mental now for Walter, right? He's got to swing out running. He's got to look for a receiver that's coming all the way across the field to look as an option, and he ends up just throwing it past him a little bit. So great job right now by GSL's defense. Need a big stop here on 3rd down.
3rd and 18 at the GSL 27-yard line. Shotgun 4 wide. Takes the waist-high snap, handoff, Lampy up the middle. He's got some room. He's across the 20, pinballing off a guy's the 15, and he's brought down at about the 12. He'll be shy of a first down, but a big pickup of 15, call it 16 on that run for Lampy up the middle, his biggest run of the night.
And now the biggest thing is it's 4th down and about 3, right? But at the same time, 4 down territory, and they can still pick up a first down. So GSL's defense got to dig deep here, right? Got to get some pressure in that backfield, but maintain your keys and making sure you're opening up your eyes and watching that running back come by.
4th down and 2 and change. Takes the head high snap, goes through the hands of Walter. He's going to pick it up. He's looking to run, running left side. He's got room. He flips it to the end zone, and it's knocked away. I think that went off the back of the defender. Juanis on the play. Incomplete, and the turnover on downs for the defense for the Panthers.
Again, a big mishap by Annandale. Snap goes over the head of the quarterback. Walter has got to go back and get it. He's trying to run around and look for it. I'm actually really surprised he didn't tuck it and run, to be completely honest. He had the room to tuck and run just to get that first down. But Juan is there. No clue the ball is coming his way, but he sees the receiver's hands go up, and he runs directly at the hands. Good vision out there. That's what you're supposed to do. We always taught that even in baseball, right? Mm-hmm. If it's a bunt, you see that first baseman come out to look for it, you run towards the glove, right? Hopefully the throw hits you. Great job by Juanes right there, just running at the hands.
So it's 1st and 10 at their own 10-yard line for GSL. Only 2 timeouts left for each side. Minute 42 left to go. Wishbone backfield, Stifter under center. Takes a snap, handoff going right side with it. It's Strike trying to bounce it inside across the 10 up to the 12-yard line. Pickup of 2 on the play. And is this a situation where if you're GSL 18-0 at the half, not the worst scenario this could have been? And will Annandale use their 2 remaining timeouts or not? GSL will not be in a hurry here with a 2nd and 8 upcoming at their own 12-yard line going right to left. Stifter just coming from the sideline, 20 on the play clock. So the snap will more than likely be with under a minute left to go in this first half. GSL will get the ball first in the second half as well. Wishbone backfield, Stifter under center. Nide, should check that. Kaczmarek, no, that's Nide with the carry, going left side with it. Found a little bit of room across the original line of scrimmage up to the 14-yard line for a pickup of 2. And a quick timeout called by Annandale with 49 seconds left to go. They have 1 remaining. They're up 18-0. It is Annandale timeout, Cardinals.
This timeout is brought to you by Bergman Interiors, families serving families in the Glencoe, Hutchinson, Waconia, and Winsted area, celebrating over 44 years of service, quality, and value. Call for your free in-home consultation or design studio appointment today.
44 years. That is quite an accomplishment.
Yeah, I mean, some call it good run, some call it keep going. Some call it old as dirt. It's just what it is, right? I'm giving them some crap out there. We always appreciate that. But, hey, it's been a heck of a run for Bergman's Interior with Bruce and Deb out there. They do a great job. They've got a ton of experience. As you can tell, with 44 years, they're the experts. And if you're looking to do any kind of updating to your house with, flooring and windows and even Cambria countertops. If you're looking for those Cambria countertops, they are beautiful. So make sure you give Bergman's a call over there, and they'd be more than willing to help you out, especially when the A squad sends you their way.
Exactly. 48 seconds left to go in the first half. 18-0 the lead in favor of Annandale. 3rd and 7 upcoming for the Panthers at their own 14-yard line. Need to get to the 20 for a first down. They can get a first down, they can run out the clock of this first half. If not, then we've got punt team, and we've got a whole lot of fun still to come. Make it 49 seconds left to go. So 49 seconds left to go. Wishbone backfield, 3rd and 7. Stifter under center. Hard count, takes a snap, hand off right side, Strike with it, trying to follow his blockers, gets across the 15. Oh, nearly tunneled his way to a first down, but it'll be just a yard shy. Pickup of 5 on that play for Strike right side. And that'll bring up 4th and 1 as a timeout called immediately by Annandale once again. 18-0. Cardinals leading over the Panthers of GSL on the Glencoe Light and Power scoreboard. Timeout, Cardinals.
This timeout is brought to you by Bergman Interiors, serving the Glencoe, Hutchinson, Waconia, and Winsted areas. With name brand floor covering and window treatments direct from the mill to you, plus cabinets and Cambria countertops. Call for your free in-home or design studio appointment today.
So now an interesting decision. 4th and 1 for GSL. They do have their 2 timeouts. They could line up and try and go a hard count. They could line up and try and go for it as well, with it only being 4th and 2. 18-0 the lead in favor of Annandale. Punted on their first drive, then 3 straight touchdown drives for them before turning it over on downs in the red zone of GSL, their last drive.
The clock was running, yeah, but they didn't.
That was the timeout clock.
Coaching staff was going nuts down there and saying, hey, nope, it's the timeout clock.
Punt return team on for Annandale. GSL comes out with their punt team. 4th and 1.5, I'd say.
Yep.
Yeah, punt team is on. Strike the up man, pop deep back to punt. He stands at his own 7. 42 seconds left to go. High snap, able to get it as pop. Pressure coming, gets the punt off up the middle. Schoberg catches it, pitches it to Walter at midfield. Walter cutting it back near side. Tearaway trying to wrap and rip the ball out. Good job by Walter holding on to it. Brings it into Panther territory, 1st and 10 at the GSL 43-yard line.
Pop there just gets a really good boot into it, and he had pressure coming at him right there, but still stayed composed back there, just put the leg into it, got a really good punt off there, and Tearaway, like you said, on the tackle there with Walter, and he tried everything he could to rip that ball away, but Walter had that sucker just tucked in tight into his arms, both arms over the top of it. Wasn't coming out.
Now a reminder in high school, clock stops for a first down if you go out of bounds as well. So 30 seconds left to go. They still have time to work with it. Shotgun 4 wide. Lampy to the right of the quarterback, Walter. Walter, low snap, picks it up from his shoelaces, heaves it down the near sideline for Westman. Westman will catch it. He's inside the 10 and knocked out at the 6-yard line. What a pass and catch, and there wasn't anything fancy with it, just a fly route down the near side for Westman, and he gets it all the way up to the 5-yard line, a pickup of 38.
Tearaway there on the coverage, and like I said, the biggest thing is it's a pass. It's a passing situation most likely, right? And with the guy coming all the way down the field like that, you got to make sure you're looking back sometime just to see if that ball's coming your way. And if you get tunnel vision just on your receiver the whole time, you're going to miss that. And he looked back, but it was literally right when that ball got there.
1st and goal from the 5, so now 4 shots in the end zone at least for Annandale. Shotgun, 4 wide, 3 left, 1 right, takes a snap, rolling left, looking to pass, has time, ball is thrown into a tight window. It is caught, touchdown, Annandale. And they increase their lead to 24-0 over GSL. And we got to believe a Panther down, as that was, is that Nelson or Schoberg? Schoberg with the touchdown reception. I couldn't decipher the number from our location, but Schoberg with that touchdown reception of 5 yards.
Seems to be a cramp once again on the player here. Can't see who this one is this time. This is somebody different. Jackson Anderson was the last one that had the cramp, and it's definitely not him this time.
So Walter to Schoberg for the touchdown. 16 seconds left to go, so they get the big first down play, immediately turn it into 6 on the big pass, then the 5-yard touchdown. And Annandale's increased their lead to 24-0. 16 seconds left to go. Players still down on the field. Hopefully that is all it is just cramps. Coming up at the half, we'll get you your halftime stats. Halftime report coming up at the half. That's brought to you by Gutter Helmet of Minnesota. Give you a rundown of some of the other scores. Mentioned already the scores from last week. We'll run down some of the scores from tonight that we have, at least for scores we do have at this time. That's coming up at the half, so stay tuned for the halftime here on KGLB. As, again, look at the last 2 victories for Annandale, 48-0, 41-0. Currently, we're sitting at 24-0. A player able to get up. That's Arandia under his own power and walk off the field. But now, I believe Annandale's going to go for 2. Actually, this would be, numerically speaking, extra point makes sense here.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because then it's not 3 touchdowns with 2-point conversions.
Right.
To tie. But they're going to go for 2. Shotgun, 4 wide, 3 left, 1 right. They're going to send Lampy out, so it's 4 wide out to the left, 1 to the right. They're going to do a quick little slant with Westman. He catches it. He dropped it incomplete. They do not convert on the 2-point conversion. So it's 16 seconds left to go in the first half. The score now reads on the Glencoe Light and Power scoreboard, Annandale 24, GSL 0. We're back after this on KGLB.
Hutchinson Health is proud to offer urgent care 7 days a week for athletic and sports injuries as well as general health issues. Urgent care means better access to the immediate care you need. Find out more at hutchhealth.com. Hutchinson Health regular clinic hours are Monday through Friday, 8 till 5. Get name brand floor coverings and window treatments direct from the mill to you
7,
with Bergman Interiors.
9,
They're the decorating store at your doors, serving
12,
customers for generations.
15 offensive plays.
Bergman Interiors.
He had 1 first down.
Hutchinson.
I try to talk more positive things.
RecTech Outdoor Solutions in Plato carries a full line of outdoor equipment. From Bobcat and Gravely lawnmowers to Western, Snowdog, Hinneker, and Ebling backblade snowplows, they have you covered all year long. It's all at RecTech Outdoor Solutions in Plato.
Welcome back, everyone, to Stevens Seminary Stadium. Another drive, 43 yards on 2 plays. 5-yard touchdown pass from Walter to Schoberg, but the 2-point conversion pass no good. Gives us a 24-0 lead in favor of Annandale, with that drive just taking 2 plays and 14 seconds off the clock. Didn't have any timeouts, didn't need any timeouts, did the Cardinals on that one. Lampy to kick it off, going left to right. He has 1 rushing touchdown. Jack Nelson has the other one. That's the 4 scores in this game for Annandale. And the Urban knocks it down to the 20-yard line, tries to take it up the middle. He's immediately wrapped up at the 25. Nice open field tackle on that one by Evan Norgren to bring him down at the 25. 1st and 10 at their own 25 for GSL. Down just, 3 scores if you count the 2-point conversion. And they'll have the ball first to start the second half. Can't imagine there's going to be anything too crazy here with 11 seconds left to go. Starting to see the headphones and headgear put away for the coaches. Assistant coaches have left next to us, so methinks there might be a kneel down coming. Or that touchdown play they've been sitting on. The triple lateral, hook and ladder, annexation of Puerto Rico. Yeah, looks like it's a kneel down for Stifter. Takes a snap, takes the kneel down. That will do it for the first half of action. Annandale has dominated, but they only lead 24-0 at the half over GSL and the Glencoe Light and Power scoreboard. We'll take a 3-minute timeout. We'll come back. Your halftime report and stats brought to you by Gutter Helmet of Minnesota. We're back in 3 minutes here on KGLB.
Johnny Rock's Body Shop in Glencoe. For over 23 years, I've been helping people get back on the road. Whether you're in need of something as basic windshield repair or major full-service clean repair, I can help at Johnny Rock's Body Shop. I offer free estimates, work with all types of insurance companies, and offer lifetime guarantee. 894-7664.
Located less than a mile and a half south of Oakleaf Park on County Road 2, it's Johnny Rock's Body Shop, your auto body repair specialist.
Hey, Matza Matt here with Brew Pub Lots of Matza Pizza. Football season is in full swing, and that means you need a big, bold, and fierce pizza that won't let you down. You need a pizza that'll go all 4 quarters. You need a Brew Pub Lots of Matza Pizza. Topped with premium meats and veggies, then bombarded with over half a pound of award-winning Wisconsin mozzarella cheese. Brew Pub pizzas are a guaranteed touchdown. So take it from me, the pizza guy, and sack a Brew Pub Lots of Matza Pizza today from your favorite local grocery store. And check us out on social media. Brew Pub Lots of Matza Pizza, the ingredients for a great time.
Gavin Jansen Stabenow and Molden Law Office in Glencoe is your full-service law firm, and they specialize in estate planning, divorce, problems with the elderly, real estate, and much more. Also see them for DWI, criminal matters, bankruptcy, personal injury, business organization, and other legal matters. Stop by and see them on Hennepin Avenue in Glencoe, or visit their new website at gavinlawfirm.com. Trust your legal matters to Gavin Jansen Stabenow and Molden in Glencoe.
When it comes to home building and remodeling, give Matthews Vashek Construction of Hutchinson a call. See them for general contracting, where they'll take care of you from the initial consultation to design to final completion. If you're thinking of remodeling, you're in luck. Remodeling is their specialty. Also see them for custom homes and light commercial work. To find out more, visit them on Facebook. For a free estimate, call 320-587-9669, 320-587-9669 for Matthews Vashek Construction in Hutchinson.
Feel your best with a stop at Pure Life Chiropractic and Wellness Center in Glencoe. Hi, I'm Dr. Nick Johnson, offering treatments for low back pain, neck pain, headaches, athletic injuries, allergies, knee and foot pain, and more. Dr. Jordan Carstensen is also on staff providing quality chiropractic treatments. Also see us about the Ideal Protein Weight Loss Program that really works. Visit PureLifeGlencoe.com to find out more. That's Pure Life Chiropractic and Wellness Center on 10th Street in Glencoe.
Mumford Sanitation provides professional garbage and refuse removal and hauling service for the Howard Lake area. They've been serving the community since 1925. They are a full-service refuse hauler. They offer roll-off containers for construction and cleanup, and they provide residential, commercial, industrial, rural, and residential service. They now have openings for a route driver. Great pay and great benefits, too. To find out more, visit MumfordSanitation.com. It's all at Mumford Sanitation in Howard Lake. Since 1893, Lake Central Bank is your local community bank. They can assist you
out
with
there the whole
commercial
time
and
too.
personal banking needs, a wide variety of insurance
Especially if you're
products,
going both
and
ways,
solid financial
you're
planning
screwed.
advice. Stop in at their downtown Annandale location, Clearwater branch, or Maple Lake Insurance Office. Call them at 320-274-8216 or visit their website, lakecentralbank.com. Proudly serving you for 125 years.
Welcome back, everyone. Stevens Seminary Stadium is now time for your halftime stats. Brought to you by Gutter Helmets of Minnesota. And it was, halftime report and stats brought to you by Gutter Helmet of Minnesota. And, it's 24-0 in favor of Annandale, and that is very indicative of how this game has gone. Outside of the first drive for Annandale, going 3 and out. But then GSL responded with a 3 and out of their own, but the punt return by Walter to the GSL 28 set up the Cardinals in good field position. They convert on a 4th down and score on the 8th play of the drive, an 8-yard touchdown pass from Walter to Westman. The extra point was no good, made it 6-0 with 4:38 left to go in the first quarter. That drive going 28 yards, taking 4:22 off the clock. The next drive for GSL will be end with an interception by Nelson. So again, good starting field position for Annandale at the GSL 46. This next drive going 9 plays, ending on a 3-yard touchdown run by Jack Nelson. 2-point conversion run attempt was no good. So it was 12-0 with 11:20 left to go. That drive going 46 yards, taking 3:34 off the clock, making it 12-0 in favor of Annandale. Next drive for GSL, they have a bad snap. They kind of set them back. They try for a deep throw on 3rd down and 20, intercepted by Pagachnik, and brought down to the GSL 32-yard line. 3 plays later, Annandale in the end zone again. A 2-yard touchdown run, this time by Lampy. The 2-point conversion pass failed again. 18-0 with 8:35 left to go. That drive going 32 yards on 3 plays, taking 1:47 off the clock. On the next drive, GSL will get their first down of the game, but then immediately, end up punting it on the 4th play of the drive instead of the 3rd. Annandale gets it back at their own 27. They move it down the field, but end up having to turn it over on downs after getting to the GSL red zone, but the defense makes a big stand on 4th down. Panthers get it back at their own 10. They punt it before the end of the first half. Annandale gets it 1st and 10 at the GSL 43. But then kind of the back-breaking play of that first half, Adam, was a 38-yard pass from Walter to Westman to get him at the GSL 5-yard line with plenty of time with 22 seconds left to go. And on the next play, Walter finds Schoberg in the end zone. Makes it 24-0. The 2-point conversion pass fails. So that drive, 2 plays, 43 yards, 14 seconds. But that was kind of a back-breaking one, whereas GSL can go in maybe just down 18-0 at the half. You feel, hey, we salvaged the first half when it could have been much worse. But that late drive by Annandale was just a backbreaker, it felt like, for the Panthers.
Yeah, definitely, like you said, taking the wind out of the sails there. And GSL did everything they possibly could when with the defense out there. But like I said, the defense was on the field majority of the time in that first half. And you could tell they were tired, they were exhausted, they're winded. But also that Annandale offense, it's potent. Mm-hmm. It's very, very potent. And they can – their receivers are just so fluid and they know exactly, the routes they need to be running. But at the same time, too, you can watch them adjust to where that pocket is, and that's what a good receiver is going to do for that quarterback back there. And Walter just sits back and fires away.
And he's finding his ways. He's 11 of 18 in the first half, 143 yards and 2 touchdowns for him in the first half of the game. Schoberg, the leading receiver, 5 receptions, 53 yards and a touchdown. Westman, 4 receptions for 80 yards and a touchdown as well. Joseph Healy with 1 reception for 11 yards. Jack Nelson, the 1 reception for -1 yard to start off the game. Leading rusher for Annandale, Connor Lampy, 11 carries, 49 yards and a touchdown. Nick Walter with 5 carries for 26 yards in that first half, and Jack Nelson with 3 carries for 3 yards and a touchdown for Annandale. For GSL, not much to speak of offensively. Landon Stifter's had a rough night, 0 for 4 with 2 interceptions. For him passing, leading rusher Braxton Strike, 5 carries for 23 yards. Aaron Higgins with 3 carries for 5 yards. Caden Knight with 1 carry for 2 yards. And Landon Stifter with 3 carries for -14 yards. Of course, he had a dive on a high snap. He had a dive on, and then he took the kneel down to end the first half. So not a whole lot to positives to take out of in that first half. GSL with just 17 total yards, unofficially, of offense in the first half. They will have the ball first to start the second half. So any chance, and remember with it at 24, 3-0. Technically, it's only a 3-score game, Adam. It's not crazy if you convert each 2-point conversion. Not a guarantee, but they were 2 for 3 last week against Little Falls. Not impossible to say, but they need to get something going. I don't know if it's on the offensive line or in that secondary. They maybe need to reconfigure things in the second half to try and attack this Annandale offense as much as they can, or slow them down in some way.
Yeah, you got to find a way to slow down the offense for Annandale right now, because they're running all over the field, and like I said, with the receiving core just being so fluid, but then not only that, Lampy in the backfield, I mean, he's a beast. He's an animal. He's all over the field, and Walter's a pretty, well-oriented quarterback back there too, that he can sit back there pretty comfortably with not much pressure. I mean, GSL's had pressure on him, don't get me wrong, but he's able to get out of that. He's just so calm and collected back there. But I think the biggest thing is when it comes to GSL's offense right now, we got to find a way to really find a way to just get the push, because you're not seeing the holes that you saw last week for your running backs out there. So the offensive line's got to start finding a way to win the battle of the trenches out there. And like I said, I understand that Annandale defensive line is big, right? But I'm going to say this without trying to be too negative or anything, but boo-hoo. It is what it is. I mean, so you got to find a way to win. And the way you're going to win is by staying lower on these guys. I mean, if you stay up and you hitting them shoulder pads, you're gonna lose the battle with a big man. You got to find a way to stay as low as possible, put all your pressure into his legs or down towards his hips to maybe shift him and move him around. If you keep your hands on a guy like this, and all I'm pretty much doing is making kind of like a awkward cup here, but you can do that.
Making a U shape, almost with your hands together.
Yeah, but you can do that offensively. It's not going to be a hold. Once you get around the back side of a guy, that's when you're going to get the hold, right? So you can still grab on with your fingertips here and really shift a guy around. So they got to find a way just to get them holes a little bit bigger and give the time that if you are going to run a pass play, whether it's a shotgun or out of underneath center, they got to give Stifter just a little more time, because he's been pressured every single time there's been a pass.
And they did have that one screen pass called, and it would have worked had he had a little bit of time to put a little bit more air under that pass as he overthrew Strike. And had that been completed, that would have been a huge gain for GSL.
And Stifter, he's a young quarterback, right? He hasn't gotten to see varsity level yet, and this is only his second game. And even on that screen pass, like I said, he doesn't want to take a hit, but if he could just plant one more step and just throw it that way, he's going to get that screen pass to fall in there. But again, throughout the back foot, because of the pressure coming at him, he's going to get hit hard. He's just trying to get the ball out there, but we got to find a way to slow that down for him.
That's your halftime report and stats brought to you by Gutter Helmet of Minnesota. We'll take another 3-minute timeout. We'll come back. Get you ready for the second half. Get you caught up on scores from around the area going on tonight. We'll have that for you after we're back after this 3-minute timeout on KGLB.
As a proud community bank, Core Trust delivers more than just checking and savings accounts. We invest in the cities and towns where we live and work by volunteering to coach youth sports teams, supporting local charities and the arts with our time and resources. Whether we live in a rural town in South Dakota or a suburban city in Minnesota, it's a place we call home. Core Trust Bank. Raise your expectations.
Member FDIC.
At Factory Direct Furniture, they give you more choices. They have over 150 recliners in stock for immediate pickup or delivery. Plus, shop their wide selection of over 30 mattresses on display with names like iComfort, Serta, Mattress First, and Therapeutic, all at the guaranteed lowest price. Custom order sofas from hundreds of fabrics and leathers starting at just $699. Factory Direct Furniture located in Hutchinson on Highway 7 East. More choices, unbelievable prices.
When it comes to quality outdoor equipment, make your first and last stop at RecTech Outdoor Solutions in Plato. They carry snowplows, accessories, and parts from Boss, Snow Dog, and Western. Plus, check out the new Aaron's Mammoth Snowblower, which lets you use different attachments like a brush, blower, and blade. And they're your local steel dealer. Find out more at RecTechOutdoorSolutions.com. They service all makes and models of small engines and plows at RecTech Outdoor Solutions in Plato.
Did you know there's a place where you can get good neighbor service and surprisingly great rates on home and auto insurance? That place is State Farm. State Farm agent Larry Anderson is your go-to agent in Glencoe. Stop shopping around. State Farm agent Larry Anderson has you covered. Call 320-864-5515. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Individual premiums will vary by customer. All applicants subject to State Farm underwriting requirements. It's time to think about winterizing and storing your boat or pontoon. J&J Marine is your full-service marine dealer serving Annandale and the surrounding communities for over 25 years. Whether you need just winterizing or pickup, shrink wrapping, and storage for the winter, the team at J&J Marine can take care of all of your winterization and storage needs. Visit them at jjmarineinc.com or at their showroom off Highway 55 in South Haven. That's J&J Marine in South Haven.
Through every phase of your business and personal life, Security Bank and Trust Company partners with you to achieve your goals. It's been that way for generations. From farm fields and dinner tables to boardrooms and city halls, their team is there to help. With Security Bank and Trust Company, you gain a trusted partner with 13 convenient locations, over 80 years experience, and financing as flexible as your needs. You can bank on them because they're growing together. Security Bank and Trust Company, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
The Dairy Queen in Glencoe is under new ownership. This is Dale Baker, and I, along with my wife, Laurel McKeever Baker, are excited to meet you and your families as we start a new journey as the owners of the Glencoe DQ. Enjoy all your favorite
I know they did for hockey,
treats.
and they've
And
kind
feel
of
free
done
to
it
sit
for
in
other
their dining
sports. I'm
room,
not
which
sure
is
if
now
football is
open
one of them as
Monday
well.
through Saturday, 10:30 to 7, and Sundays 1 till 7. Stop in today at the Dairy Queen in Glencoe and eat dessert first.
Welcome back, everyone. Stevens Seminary Stadium, 24-0, the lead in favor of Annandale over GSL as we're getting ready for the second half. Well, let's get you caught up on some of the other scores from around the area. Take a look at that Glencoe Light and Power scoreboard. Adam Dahman, take it away with some of the other scores from around the area tonight.
Yeah, some of the big ones. One just big update here now is it was Little Falls, DC and Little Falls was 14-6, but now DC took the lead even a little bit further, 21-6 for them over Little Falls. Malacca Albany, 14-7 over Albany. Providence Academy 7-0 over Spectrum. New London Spicer 21-14 over Watertown Mayor. Rockford up 7-0 on Melrose. That's kind of the local area scores right there. We don't have an update at all on the Litchfield Holy Family, and it did start at 7, but nobody's been updating the Minnesota score feed. So
nothing there. Anything on Hutchinson in Class 4A?
Yeah.
I know they're playing tonight. They're 2-0 on the season, trying to keep that undefeated season, at least in the early going, keep it going.
22-0 over Wilmer right now at the end of the first half, so at halftime there. So they're keeping it moving. They're rolling yet.
Well, they're looking to defend that title. I know there's a big story about the Rossbergs last night on KARE 11. Of course, the field is named after him now, correct?
Yep.
In Hutchinson.
Other local ones, Lester Prairie 16-0 over Blooming Prairie right now at the end of the first half.
How are the defending Class A champions from Mayor Lutheran looking?
And that would be...
That'd be 1A.
1A.
Right?
Yep. Do I see it?
I just did that completely on the fly and hung you out to dry.
No, it's okay. It's all right.
Are they playing? Maybe they played last night, or maybe they're playing tomorrow night. Oh,
Mayor Lutheran. There is no update.
No score update on them.
No update on them, but
NRHEG.
Yeah, but like I said, Lester Prairie 16-0 over Blooming Prairie right now. So good to see other local area teams.
I think Norwood's tomorrow. Are they tomorrow? Sibley East is tomorrow. They're taking on TCU. I know that one's tomorrow.
Yep, I did see that one down here. Yep, that one is tomorrow. North Young America, that's tonight as well. That's at Redwood Valley, but they do not have an update on that one yet.
No
either.
update there. Okay.
Nope. So
there we go. Just kind of give you a little rundown of what's going on around the area for tonight. Thanks again to Glencoe Light and Power scoreboard for helping make that possible as we get ready for the second half. GSL will have the ball first. To start the second half, again, just 16 yards of total offense in that first half. 2 turnovers, 15 plays. Panthers got to get that offense clicking in the second half. Annandale scored 4 times, twice off of turnovers, and no drive longer than 46 yards on any of those touchdown drives. Touchdown drives of 28, 46, 32, and 43 yards in this game for Annandale. So they have taken, unlike Little Falls last week, who had some really good starting field position but weren't able to capitalize, the Cardinals have not missed on those opportunities tonight.
Yeah, definitely, and they've found a way to correct what happened last week here against GSL. It GSL, like I said, going in at halftime here, the main conversation has got to be, guys, it's got to start over now, right? 0-0, but we got to win the second half now, but we got to get more than 24 points. We can't let them have any scores either. So give me interested to see what kind of corrections that they made here. We were talking with Paul Lemke, former coach here, that was walking around the sides, and the biggest thing we said is, he goes, it's just amazing the technology they have now with, they have a Huddle, and Huddle can absolutely help you by looking at whichever way, from the sideline down from the end zone, so you can see the holes, you can see who's missed a block, things like that. It's just absolutely amazing compared to the old-fashioned whiteboard. Nobody likes to, buy a marker anymore. They buy the more expensive stuff instead.
Should be an interesting second half. Panthers down 24-0 to Annandale.
I was just going to say, the Twins game is about to start. They're in the rain delay. They're calling it a resume, but it's going to start. But remember, that is on Apple TV tonight, so you got to watch it there if you can't find it on FSN.
Is
or
that on?
Valley.
Is that on 106.9 tonight? Then
I do believe so.
Yeah, because it's obviously not here on KGLB.
Yep, I think it will be on 106.9.
Someone will tell us if we're wrong with
Yep,
that.
Yep, but yeah, you can tune in to that if you got Apple TV, and they're starting right now.
So Annandale will kick it off. They'll be going right to left in the second half, in the third quarter. GSL will be going left to right. Strike back deep to receive. He stands at his own 15. Knight along the near side at the 25. They've dropped a couple of these kicks at the 30, so we'll see they're a little bit more attuned to that. 5 guys across the line on this kick return. Lampy to kick it off, going right to left. Up 24-0 to start the second half of action. Thanks for joining us here on 1310 AM KGLB, 96.1 on your FM down, of course, through the magic of the app as well. Lampy to kick it off, end-over-end kick. Good one this time. Caught by Strike back at the 18-yard line, taking up the gut across the 30 to the 35. Plows over one of his own blockers, gets across the 35, tripped and brought down to the 37-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 for GSL at their own 37, going left to right. So good starting field position for the Panthers. Actually, I believe that's their best starting field position, and it is of the night.
I was going to say the same. I think this might be the best that they've got here, but good job, Strike, just getting the ball and just taking off, right? Finding his blockers there, trying to stay behind him a little bit there, and ends up mowing down one of his own guys just to try to get through there, but does a good job just putting the shoulder pads down and get some good yardage.
Pro set backfield, Stifter under center, Higgins and Strike in the backfield. Turn, handoff, mesh play, handoff with it. Higgins spins out of the initial tackle, falls forward up to the 39-yard line, pickup of 2 for Higgins on the carry. Was that a mesh play, or was that supposed to be a straight handoff to him?
I think it was supposed to be a mesh play, but he ended up, because it's that pitch. You can throw out that pitch then too, and the end crashed down, and I think that's where you're looking to hope that your quarterback Stifter there pulls it back out and pitches it off, but he ended up giving it into Higgins.
So it's 2nd, and they spot him actually at the 39-yard line, so we'll call it 2nd and 9 for GSL, going left to right. First drive of the second half. A little bit of a fog setting in here tonight. Wishbone backfield, fumble snap, picks it up, hands it off, Strike with it. He's across midfield, pulls over a safety, and they're into Cardinal territory for the first time in this game. And a first down, a pickup of 13 for Strike as he goes barreling across midfield.
Good play, good run, but I tell you what, a really, really good thing happened right there. Ball is snapped, falls to the ground. Stifter calmly picks it up, turns to his running back, hands it off. That looked like a veteran quarterback right there by just calmly assessing what's happening. Just grab it, turn, hand off. Great job by Stifter.
1st and 10 at the Annandale 47-yard line. Wishbone backfield. Stifter under center. Takes a snap. Hand off. Bobbled. Hands it off to Strike. Strike gets hit at the line of scrimmage. Stays on his feet. Then tries to cut along the near side. There's the wet grass coming into play. The turf monster comes in and makes the tackle on Strike. No gain. 2nd and 10.
Stifter there. He got hit by Higgins coming through. He's faking it, but Higgins kind of sidestepped into him, and he kind of hit him square in the face mask and looked as if Stifter was going to fall over, but he regains his balance quickly and hands out to Strike, and then Strike going to get blown up in the backfield, but he makes something happen yet. But again, like you said, turf monster comes up, he slips on it and falls down.
I was more concerned about Stifter having a knee down when he made the handoff.
Yeah.
Shotgun formation, 2 wide outs to left, ball on the right hash. Oh, high snap over the head again. If Stifter gets it, he'll just fall down. Back at his own 37, we'll call it the 38-yard line, and There's no chance for him to do anything on that play. They'll spot at 39, so loss of 13 on that high snap. So we've seen now from the shotgun, I think there's been one good shotgun snap out of 4 or 5 attempts so far in this game, Adam. You can correct me if I'm wrong.
No, you're exactly right. And
that's 13-yard loss that completely takes the playbook out.
I mean, most likely, not saying anything even with the coaching staff next to us here, but most likely a big thing they're going to work on next week is that snap.
Wishbone formation, 3rd and a long way to go. Fumble on the handoff through, and actually picking it back up was Stifter with the knee down, a loss of 3 on the play. So a drive that had started promising goes pear-shaped in a quick fashion for GSL. Their longest drive of the game at 5 plays, and the punt team's going to come out.
Started off so good. You know,
back to where they started, actually, back at the 37-yard line where the drive started.
It started off so good with that big run there. Like I said, Stifter just looked calm, picked up that ball off the ground, and hands it off, but missed snap, and then just fumbling the ball once again there. That's tough.
Stifter and Higgins talking on the sideline about whose read that was or how the read's supposed to work. Punt away from Pop, puts a pop into that one, caught by Schoberg, far side at 35 to the 40, flag on the play, or excuse me, he's tossing the marker? Yeah.
Yep.
And he's run out of bounds at Schoberg, shy of midfield. So it'll be 1st and 10 at their own 40-something yard line. 48? 49. 1st and 10 at their own 49 for Annandale. With 8:25 left to go. So a promising initial drive of the second half for GSL ends up with a punt. And it's 1st and 10 at their own 48 is where they spot them. For Annandale going right to left, up 24-0 over GSL with 8:25 left to go in the 3rd quarter on the Glencoe Light and Power scoreboard. Shotgun 4 wide, Walter still out there. 2 wideouts to each side, ball on the right hash, running back to his right, handed off to Lampy, pulling guards coming around left side, not much of a hole there. He gets back across midfield, and maybe a pickup of 3. We'll call it for Lampy on that carry going left side.
Good job there. Jackson Anderson just coming up with that tackle. They're just wrapping him up. Lampy not allowing him to go anywhere. Wraps up around those thighs and just brings him down. It's a good job by the defensive lineman.
They spotted him back at midfield, so a pickup of 2. Shotgun, actually under center is Walter. 4 wide, 2 to each side. Lampy single setback, bobbled snap. Walter picking it up, trying to make something happen. Ball shot free, but then Walter falls on it again. A little bit of luck there, but we're seeing a lot of transfer issues from both teams in this game tonight, Adam. It's not just GSL. Walter's just been able to make a little bit more happen off of those scramble situations, but that was one that did not work out in his favor. Loss of 7.
Yeah, just it's been rough on both sides. Like you said, Walter's been a little bit more magical with it and able to make some things happen, but give some props right there to Will Wanis. He comes barreling through there. Must have been some sort of a blitz call there, but he came in hot and gets up in there and gets all over Walter there and makes a great stop.
3rd and 15, shotgun to the right of the quarterback. Walter, 4-man rush, has time, throws it deep down the far sideline. It is tipped and knocked away. Kaczmarek, good coverage over the top, trying to go to Westman down the far sideline, but good over-the-top coverage and incompletion, and that'll bring up 4th down. The punt team is going to come out for the Annandale Cardinals.
Great job by GSL's defense. Kaczmarek just does a good job running all the way over there, able to get a hand on it, almost hauling it in for the INT, but just can't quite hold on. But, hey, that's good coverage right there, getting over there, and he's a quick kid as well. But great to see the punt team out for once for Annandale, right?
Second time tonight Annandale's punt team has come out, but remember, it's Lampy as their punter as well. Gets the snap, punt is away, low line drive, far sideline, hops to the numbers at the 20, rolls inside the 15, strike a watch it roll inside the 10, down to the 9, and that's where it will be touchdown on the play, 1st and 10 at their own 9. With 6:55 left to go in the 3rd quarter, 24-0 lead in favor of Annandale over GSL, and now the offense needs to try and wipe the bad plays from that last drive and remember the good stuff.
Definitely. Got to remember the first play, right? That was a great play. Let's do it again. Let's get out there. Let's block. Let's open up some holes for them running backs. Let's give our quarterback the time he needs, but at the same time, let's get the snap. Let's hold on to the ball. Let's move it down the field.
That's as the dew is setting in as well. With the rain we had throughout the day, dew setting in, so it is real slick out there. We even saw a strike kind of stumble and fall on that last possession as well. Panthers going left to right, pro set backfield, single wide out, tearaway wide to the right, ball on the left hash at their own 9-yard line. Takes a snap, handoff, coming around right side, Strike trying to find a hole, finds a little bit of a gap across the 10, lunges out there to the 13-yard line, pick up a 4 on the play.
He's got it. He found that hole. He does a great cut up there, but just his legs get tied up with another guy, and he just can't quite find that juice button, and it's just frustrating to see, and he's frustrated out there too. It's like, I'm one step away. I'm one step.
Brings up 2nd and 4 for GSL at their own 13-yard line, going left to right, trailing 24-0 on the Glencoe Light and Power scoreboard. Second game of the season, Annandale coming off of a loss, GSL coming off of a win. Wishbone backfield for the Panthers, Stifter under center on this 2nd and 6. Handoff left side with it, trying to weave his way through his Knight across the 15, up to the 19-yard line. Going to be close to a first down. I think that might be a first down, and it is.
Yes, it is.
Pickup of 6 and a first down.
Good job, offensive line, opening some things up there, finally getting a little bit of room for them running backs to move through. But, that's the one thing about going for halftime. You can always just adjust a little bit to make sure your blocks are going to continue to work, and it's good to see GSL kind of moving the ball here.
1st and 10 at their own 20. Wishbone backfield, Stifter under center, ball center of the field. Takes a snap, handoff, coming right side with it, Strike, trying to find room, gets around one tackler at the 25, to the 30, dragging a man with him across the 35, shucks him free, 45, midfield, knocked out of bounds. Oh, what a power run by Braxton Strike into Cardinal territory, 32 yards on the run.
Good job by Braxton Strike right there. Just does a fantastic job. First of all, got to get around that end, right? And his tackle does a great job sealing off the blocker. He's able to get out there, has to break a hand tackle, which he does, and then it's off to the races. But then, boom, 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 he puts another couple of hits on some guys. Good to see the physicality come out right there in that running game.
33 yards on that carry. 1st and 10 at the Annandale 47. 5:17 and counting left to go, third quarter. Wishbone backfield again with Nide and Strike the deep guys. 1st and 10. Stifter takes a snap, hand off. Nide left side trying to find it. It's a woo-hoo, good lift on that double leg by Hudson Helgett. Brings Nide down. Pickup of 1 on the play.
Nide gets a good little run in there, but he just, like you said, just the old leg lift and had nowhere else he could really go with that one. And he even kind of right now, too, is just kind of reeling a bit. It looks like he maybe fell on his shoulder. Maybe he has a little bit of a stinger, so he's going to come off the field. Juanis as well. Looks like he's going to come off, too, holding his arm down a little bit.
So Tearaway and Kaczmarek check in. Tearaway will go single wide out to the left. Pro set backfield flanker. No, wing T backfield. Higgins single set back. Hand off to Higgins up the gut. They're trying to fake the end around, but a good job by the Annandale defense to converge in the middle there up to the 45-yard line. So just a pickup of 1 for Higgins on that carry. Brings up now a 3rd and 8 for GSL at the Annandale 45-yard line. And I think we'd both be kidding ourselves, and unless this is a big loss here on 3rd down, they're going to be going for it on 4th down.
Yeah, I mean, you have to here. You got to make sure. But the big thing here now then is get yourself closer if nothing else, or get the 1st down.
3rd and 8, Wishbone backfield, ball in the right hash, Stifter under center, tight end each side of the line. Takes a snap, hand off right side, Strike, trying to break an arm tackle, slipping, staying on his feet across the 45, up to the 42-yard line. Pickup of 3 on the carry, and that'll bring a 4th down and about 5 for GSL. 4.5, 5 we'll call it for this 4th down, and offense stays out on the field. That wasn't a bad play. The defense shot through, but there was a bit of a lane for Strike, and again, he's slipping along the near sideline, which we saw earlier in this half.
Like I said, you're exactly right. You had a lane there, tried to get into there, but like you said, just couldn't get the footing there with his cleats. It's slick out there, not only with the rain, but again, the dew is setting in, a lot of moisture in the air with that rain coming down today. It's tough to keep your traction out there.
4th and 5 for GSL, and there's some miscommunication. They're going to have to use a timeout. The running backs came out of the huddle, and they went to all different directions there. You had Nide, Higgins, and Strike, and everybody was confused as to what the play call was going to be, so they call a timeout before the 4th and 5 with 3:06 left to go in the 3rd quarter.
I thought maybe it was going to be some sort of a trick play right away. I thought, they're going to play we don't know what we're doing. We don't know what we're doing. But nope.
They really sold it too well.
They really didn't know what they were doing.
They sold it too well. 24-0 the lead in favor of Annandale on the Glencoe Light and Power scoreboard. Timeout, Panthers.
This timeout is brought to you by Bergman Interiors, serving the Glencoe, Hutchinson, Waconia, and Winstead areas. We've got you covered with floor coverings, window treatments, and
Cambria countertops.
That's right, and don't forget about those cabinets as well. Call for your free in-home consultation or design studio appointment today.
Dramatic pause.
Dramatic pause. Gotta sell it.
Gotta
sell it. Thank you to them, of course, as well, but thank you to all of our sponsors.
Thanks for listening wherever you may be on this Friday nights, over the air or online or through the app. And how can people download the app, Adam?
Hey, just go to your app store, whether it's on your Android system or your iPhone. Go anywhere, or your iPad, anything. Just go to your app store and look up KGLB. It'll pop right up. Download the app. Tune in wherever you might be with service.
As long as you have internet signal.
Yes, or service.
Yes. So it's going to be a 3-wide under center formation. 3 wide out to the left, ball on the right hash. Takes a snap, rolling to his left is Stifter. Cocked his right arm back. Now he tucks it. He's going to try and run to the right side. He doesn't have enough room yet. He'll dive forward. He'll be just shy of a first down, and there'll be a turnover on downs. He got it from the 42 up to the 39. The problem is he needed to get to the 37. So a pickup of 3, and Stifter, he cocked the arm back initially there, Adam, and once that wasn't there, he decided to try and run, reverse course and run. But a good job by the backside defenders for Annandale staying home on that play and not giving them any room to run. And it should be a turnover on downs unless I'm missing something. Yeah, turnover on downs.
And the biggest thing there, too, is it just Stifter is a fast kid, right? And I'm going to say this, too. If he did one little juke step, if he would have done that juke step and put the shoulder down, I think he may have would have gotten it there. But you're right. The good job by Annandale defense coming around, kind of slowing him down there a little bit, and containing him. But man, oh man, hopefully, yeah, they're going to call it.
They brought the chains out to measure. Okay, that was a 2-yard short.
We talk about how they never bring the chains out anymore, and this group brings it out to make sure 2 yards wasn't good enough.
Well, they made sure. Maybe it was requested by Coach Shimperly to make sure they're measured.
Hey, last year, we never saw the chains come out. I was
going to say, we hadn't seen a chain measurement since 2019,
yeah.
Prior to last week.
Yeah, and last week they come out, we're like, hey, all right, now a 2 yards difference, we're going to bring it out.
Got to exchange the ball, or did they? They'd already exchanged the ball out. Nope, they had to exchange the ball out, so we're good to go. Starter still out there for Annandale, up 24-0. 2:56 left to go in the third quarter. Cardinals up over GSL. Shotgun formation, 2 wide each side. Running back Lampy off to the right of the quarterback. Walter takes a snap, fakes the handoff. He'll flip it out to the far side. There's an offense. The receivers were blocking out there.
Walter's pass ball is incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know how that's not some sort of offensive pass interference, because that ball was thrown well beyond the line, and both receivers, both Jack Nelson and Thomas Westerman, were blocking down the field, so there was some miscommunication.
Only thing I could think of, too, was it out of the reach of anybody? Was it thrown away pretty much?
For all intents and purposes, yes.
I mean, that's the only reason why I could think of it. Maybe didn't call it, but Walter there, he took quite the hit in the backfield. He's kind of hobbling here back to the huddle.
He does have an extra sleeve on that right leg, and he is hobbling coming back to the line. He'll be under center with 4 wide out. Lampy the single setback. Nickel defense look. Flick pass out right side. Westerman off his chest and away. Westman had that one, and again, Walter is skipping, and not because he's happy. He's skipping over the sideline. There is clearly something wrong with him.
And that's father-son over there right now talking too, So that's going to be, are you good to go? You're not good to go? We got to make a correction if we have to here. But, yeah, you can tell he's very, very ginger on that right foot.
As he hobbles back to the huddle.
It's not a fast trot back there either.
But this could take away some of his mobility as well.
Absolutely.
In the pocket. He'll be in the shotgun formation. 2 wide each side. Ball on the left hash. 3rd and 10. Takes the low snap. Blitz coming. Looking to throw. Has time. Throws it over the middle. Ball caught. Schoberg first down across midfield. Up to the GSL 40-yard line before he's brought down. Nice job by Arandia along with Strike on the tackle on that one. But they get it up to the 41. Now Schoberg is hurt and he's hobbled on the play. So a pickup of 20 on that passing catch from Walter to Schoberg. Both ends of that pass play are hobbled now as Schoberg down with a cramp. Walter hobbling back to the sideline as well. The Panthers brought the blitz, but a great job by the offensive line for Annandale, Adam, to pick up that blitz.
Yeah, the offensive line did a spectacular job for Annandale, just picking up everything. And Walter had no pressure back there. He had the time to sit around and look to see what he wanted to. And Dane Peterson is the only linebacker that's sitting back there. And, of course, he's got 2 guys crossing in front of him. He chose the wrong one. It's just mishap. It just is what it is, and they beat you, and they pick up a big first down.
So 1st and 10 at the GSL 41-yard line for Annandale, up 24-0 on the Glencoe Light and Power scoreboard. 2:36 left to go in the third quarter. Adam Bartles, Adam Dahman with you here from Stevens Seminary Stadium. Lights are on bright. Haven't turned off. We haven't had lightning.
Yeah, true.
Big pluses for a home opener.
A lot of pluses.
Although we're referencing stuff from almost a decade ago now at this point.
A.D. Dean Schwartz is happy.
Shotgun 4 wide, takes a snap, handoff up the middle. Lampy with it right side. Not much to be found there. Gets across the original line of scrimmage up to the 39 for a pickup of 2. I just don't see much in the way. And also, they're up 24-0. There's no reason to be risking anything to happen to Walter here the rest of the way.
No, I mean, that's a big thing, too. You're trying to protect that starting quarterback so he doesn't hurt himself even more. But, you know, at the same time, too.
So now they're using a running back to run the plays, and instead of Walter coming over there, actually that's Schoberg running the play in and giving it to Walter to relay it to the rest of the offense. I always wondered in those situations, you know what the play is, won't you? I'll just jog out to where I'm supposed to be. Shotgun 4 wide. Takes the waist-high snap, 4-man rush, has time, cocks the right arm, throws it deep down the far sideline, overthrown. Intended receiver Brandon Valdez, the intended receiver down the far sideline. Good coverage by Strike on the play. And that's an incompletion for Walter with minute 29 left to go. Brings up 3rd and 8 for Annandale.
Walter just doing a good job stepping back and firing that ball, but just a little too much mustard on it that time. And out-throws his receiver there, but good job by Strike sticking with his receiver the whole way through there. And the only way he was going to catch him is he had to dive for it, and he was a little far from that yet, too.
3rd and 8, 4 wide, 2 to each side. Ball in the right hash under center is Walter. Gets the snap, quick swing pass out. Schoberg left side. He's got the first down and more. Rondi with the open field tackle. Knocks him out of bounds at the 24-yard line. Pickup of 15, and for a good reason, the defender out on the near side just kind of puts his arms out like, what am I supposed to do here?
Yeah.
How am I supposed to go 2-on-1 every play?
Yeah, it's tough, and it's almost being kind of hung out to dry there. But GSL's defense, I mean, with how they run their defense, there's not much more you can do because they can, you know, like we said, we talked about that a little bit before. They got to try to find a way to slow it down, but they can audible right out of it into a run.
1st and 10 at the GSL 24-yard line. Walter under center, takes a snap, handoff. That's a new running back there. That's 31. That's Nathan Green with the carry. Up to the 21-yard line for a pickup of 2.
Walter not running over to get the play again. They're just running in some running backs and receivers here back and forth.
So Brandon Valdez relays the play in. Healy comes out. So they're just rotating receivers now at this point. 4 wide, 2 to each side. Walter under center. Pierce to his left. That's a false start if I've ever seen one from Brandon Valdez. Early flinch. They're going to do a swing pass out to Westman right side, but they'll back him up 5 yards, making this 2nd and 12 instead.
Sawyer Aldolf coming back into the game. Got a little dinged up in that last series, too, offensively, and just kind of came out with some arm pain there. But he's all set to go and back into the game.
So 2nd and 12. And again, Nick Walter, the starting quarterback for Annandale, clearly hobbled here. Took a hit earlier in this drive. Came up hobbled, and he stayed out there at quarterback, but we can clearly tell his scrambling ability is now pretty much null and void. Shotgun 4 wide, 2 to each. Back over the middle, Schoberg catches it. He's knocked down, shy of the first down. Some friendly fire there. Strike came in for the tackle. Schoberg brought down at the 18-yard line, pickup of 8. Schoberg coming up on 100 yards receiving in this game.
I was going to say, with the way they're passing now, it's all about just moving the ball further and further down the field, and there's got to be some of the receivers coming up with some big yardage here.
And that will do it for the third quarter of action on the Glencoe Light and Power scoreboard. Score still reads Annandale 24, GSL 0. We're back in 60 seconds of the fourth quarter here on KGLB.
Efficiency and energy conservation rebates. Visit the Glencoe Light and Power Commission website at glencoelightandpower.com to get started. Proud to serve you and to support our local schools and students. It's the Glencoe Light and Power Commission, a leader in renewable energy and energy conservation. Take advantage of fall savings at Midwest Machinery Co., your John Deere dealer with the Gear Up for Fall sales event. Get an X350 riding lawnmower for as low as $87 a month, or a Z545R zero turn with EFI for as low as $145 a month. For large properties, take advantage of 0% financing for 60 months on their compact utility tractor lineup, backed by Midwest Machinery's exclusive 10-year Green Shield warranty. Visit in-store or online at MidwestMachineryCo.com.
No, they won't. You know, the best hit I've seen tonight, though, is
cover it with stone.
Second touchdown.
Cover it with value. Cover it beautifully. It's an easier, friendlier way to say. Bergman's Country Interiors. We've got you covered.
Okay.
Quick pass over the middle, incomplete. Blitz came. They got pressure on Walter that time. He had to release it a little early off the fingertips of Schoberg. Brings up 4th and 5 at the GSL 18-yard line for Annandale. After the first play of this fourth quarter. Now going left to right across your radio dial, tablet, whatever listening device you have. GSL be going right to left.
And Robbie Navarro said that's enough. I've had enough. I'm leaving. He grabbed all of his stuff. He's walking out.
That's not a good sign.
No. Superfan is walking out.
That's not good. Shotgun, 4 wide, 2 to each side. Walter takes the chest-high snap, 4-man rush, heave down the near side. Westman jockeying, shoving. That's offensive pass interference, if anything. Westman just tried to shuck Tearaway by. Panthers will decline the penalty and take the turnover on downs, as that was 4th and 5. Can you apply the yardage to after the play?
GSL would greatly appreciate that, but no, I don't believe so.
Yeah, offensive pass interference. And the officials tonight have kind of let that jockeying go throughout the night, but that one was a little bit more excessive, where you could clearly see the grabbing of the shoulder pads and shucking by. And that is a turnover on downs for Annandale, so GSL gets it back, 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
And GSL might not have the most physical cornerbacks, but they're definitely guys that are annoying. They're in the face. They're always right there, too, so can get frustrating for them receivers sometimes.
1st and 10 at their own 18. Wishbone backfield for the Panthers. Stifter under center. Takes the snap, down 24-0. Handoff strike, right side. Breaks through the line. He's got a first down. He ran over another safety. There's a second one, and wrapped up by a line from behind as those poor safeties got hung out to dry as the strike train was coming, and it struck for a nice pickup of 19 yards on that one for Braxton Strike.
And I give the safeties props. They're doing what they should be doing. They're trying to go low, but you better get a better center of gravity going low like that, because Strike can stay low too, and he's going to pack a punch.
1st and 10 at their own 37-yard line. Wishbone backfield handoff, Nye left side with it, follows his blocker. Strike gets across the 40 up to the 45. Maybe the 46. Nice carry there for Nye, a pickup of 7 on the play.
Yeah, good job by Nye. Just followed his blockers right there. And, you know, it's nice when you got a back that you maybe don't utilize as much, but when you give it to him, if he can follow his blocking, he's going to get some yardage.
And you noticed on that run, he also put his hand out onto the back of Braxton Strike, who was in front of him blocking. Hey, I'm following you, boy. You let me know where to go. He watched him hit a couple of guys on the last play and said, I'll follow him now. Wishbone backfield, 2nd and 2. Long 2, handoff strike, right side spin, good dive bomb play on that one by the defense. Coming in, blowing that play up was number 22, Evan Norgren. Blow that play up, just a pickup of 1 and change for Strike as he had got taken out at the ankles.
He's a big linebacker back there, and he decided just to kind of come in hot, and he did what he had to do. He just said, I'm going in. I'm taking him out on the blitz here, and he did. He got into Strike's legs, and Strike tried to jump over him a little bit there, but couldn't quite get high enough.
3rd and a yard for GSL at their own 47. Handoff, Strike up the middle, tried to lower the shoulders. They went low, tripped him up. We're going to see where the spot is. If they go far sideline official, he should have it. If they go near side, he'll be short. They'll call it a first down. Pickup of 2 for Strike. They get it.
And that's going to be number 22 once again. Norgren coming in hot again, full head of steam. Hits Strike, but Strike able just to fall in enough there, going over the top of him as he tried to tackle him in the legs and was able to pick up the first down.
Strike's hobbling off the field, a little gimpy. Took a big hit there.
Big hit. Maybe, like I said, might be, got to the lower section there, and he's just going to take a breather. I'm going to say it that way. He took the lower section.
Pro set backfield, single wide out tearaway to the right side, doing some hops. Handoff coming around left side. Knight with it, got the edge at the 45. Tries to stiff arm and spin around a guy, but he gets spun down himself. Does Knight. Pickup of 8 on the play for Caden Knight. And coaches on the sideline imploring him next time, hey, don't worry about the stiff arm. Just cut up the field and go through the guy. And we got a player down in the backfield. That's Kaczmarek down. Well, it looks like a cramp for him for GSL, so the Panthers are going to come over to the near sideline with 9:28 left to go in regulation. Panthers down 24-0, but moving the ball into Cardinal territory. The offense starting to show some signs of life on this drive, Adam.
Yeah, I mean, they found a way. They found a niche. They've got a little fire underneath them here, and you hope it's not too late. I mean, it is fourth quarter here, but they found a way to get some ball movement here and good blocking on the outside. But the other thing that you're seeing, too, is GSL now, too, their running backs, they're not going all different directions. They're the lead blockers, too. So they're getting out there in front of those guys. Like you said, Nide's able to put a hand on the back of his running back in front of him and just kind of keep moving through with them. That's a huge thing, too. But when you start doing the misdirection stuff, you take away a blocker, right? You take that away from some guys. So, it's really good to see. And, to go back here to Kaczmarek now as he's trying to stretch out this cramp. I mean, we've seen a lot of cramps here lately in these first 2 weeks. And these guys, it might not be too warm out right now, but again, drink more water. Got to do some things to keep yourself hydrated. That's the biggest thing you're seeing right now.
And with so many guys playing both offense and defense, a lot of guys are getting more plays in, especially early in the season. It's going to take a while for your body to get, into game shape. You can practice all you want. You can do all the stuff in the off season, but the only playing the game is the only way you can get into game shape, per se, is the
100%.
best way for me to phrase it. You even saw it last night during the first game of the season between the Bills and Rams. You saw guys going down with cramps.
Yep. Takes a little time for your body to adjust.
2nd and 2 for GSL. Wishbone backfield. Strike back out on the field with Nide. Higgins, the fullback, on this 2nd and 2. Stifter takes a snap. Hand off Nide up the middle. Shoulder shakes by one guy. Got a first down across the 40, and he's brought down to the 36. Pickup of 7 on the play for Nide going left side.
Good job by Nide once again, just finding that hole. Lead blockers in front of him, able to get through. Nice little shimmy shake right there, trying to get through, juke a couple of guys. Getting a little fancy, but still not overly fancy, where he's able to get in and get a big first down for GSL.
Offense finding a bit of a rhythm. This drive started back at their own 18. They're at the Annandale 36 now with 8:50 and counting left to go in regulation. Down 24-0 to Annandale. Break the huddle. Wishbone backfield again. Stifter under center. Higgins the fullback. Nide and strike the deep guys in that wishbone. Mesh play, bobbled, and it's loose on the ground. Who won the battle? Did Annandale come up with it? No, GSL got it back. It was actually Stifter sat himself back up on his knees and flipped the ball back to the official, so a loss of 2 on the play.
Just got to keep the hands there, of course. And Juan is keeled over a little bit there. Just, he came off before with kind of that stinger in his arm, too. But he's going to stay out there. He'll be okay. But, GSL here now. Long 2nd down here, but got to keep the ball moving. You've done a great job. You kept moving the ball down the field. Now, don't give up on that. Keep doing the right things.
Remember, we had rain all day, and now we've got the dew setting in at night as well. We've seen a lot of miscues between center and quarterback in this game from both sides. Takes a snap, handoff. Knight up the middle with it. Got a hole. Gets through across the 35. And what an ankle tackle by Jackson Pagachnik. Otherwise, Knight might have been high step into the end zone. He's taken down to the 32, a pickup of 6.
Pagachnik. That guy might be on the all-tournament team right there with that nice name, right?
Well, I'm not in charge of that.
I know.
If only we knew somebody that was in charge of an all-tournament team name.
Right square in the Pagachnik. Sorry, I had to.
3rd and 6. Wishbone backfield again. Stifter under center. Takes a snap. Handoff, strike. Big hole right side. First down and more. Across the 25. Dragging a man. He's finally brought down at the 20. A pickup of 12 for strike on that run right side.
Big thing there. Good job, GSL offensive line. Just cutting off on the side. Able to get open that big hole. Strike just following them lead blockers. Gets through there. But he's coming through with a head full of steam, too, and he ain't going to slow down unless you take out an ankle.
So it's 1st and 10 at the Annandale 20. Panthers trying to score their first points in 12 quarters against Annandale. Been blanked the last 2 games that they've played against them. They're down 24-0 here and a little bit of substitution confusion, but everyone appears to be out there in the right spots. 10 seconds on the play clock as they break the huddle. Pro set backfield. Higgins and strike. Flanker right side. Handoff trying to go around right side. That blown up immediately. What a great read by Gavin Rabasi to jump that one, get into the backfield. Loss of 3 on the play for strike on that handoff, and he had no chance.
And I think that the defensive lineman there, I mean, he just picked a hole and went through. He literally did. He's like, I'm shooting here. I'm going to break something up in the backfield. And
I've seen this enough on tape this week.
Yep.
I think I know what's coming.
Yep, exactly what he did. He got through there and broke it all up for GSL.
2nd and 13 for GSL. 6:40 and counting left to go in regulation. This drive started with 11:50 left to go in the 4th quarter. Wishbone backfield, 2nd and 13. Stifter under center. Takes a snap, handoff, Nide left side with it, looking to go inside, gets across the 25, up to the close to the original line of scrimmage, down at the 22, a pickup of 2 on the carry for Nide. Clock continuing to roll. That was the 10th play of this drive with 6:14 and counting left to go. It'll be 3rd and 11 for GSL at the Annandale 22-yard line, 21 we'll call it. Kaczmarek back into the game, a little tearaway, so we're going to go with the receiver set. Nide coming off the field, along with Juanis. 2 wideouts to the right side. Actually, a flanker right side is Kaczmarek. They put strike in motion. They hand it off to Higgins up the middle, but that one blown up as well. Boy, and again, just absolutely in there at the whistle. Ashton Edmondson, the 5'11", 200-pound senior, got his hands on Higgins immediately, and a loss of 2 for Higgins on the play.
That was 100% completely red, the entire team, defensive side for Annandale. I mean, everybody was there. Everybody knew what was happening, and they found a way to just break that one down completely.
So bring up 4th and 13 for GSL. We'll see if they risk the shotgun snap in this situation. And they are in the shotgun formation. 2 wideouts left. Strike to the left of the quarterback, Stifter. Snap high, but able to reel it in as Stifter. Rolling to his left. Look, cocks the arm back, throws it towards Kaczmarek. It's intercepted, though, by Schoberg. Along the near side of the 10, cutting across the field at the 15-yard line. Little stutter step, got the hesitation he needed, get some space across the 20, far side, and knocked out of bounds at the 25-yard line. Schoberg with the interception. And that was the right read by Stifter, Adam, but he didn't have enough zip on it, at least to the out-of-bounds side, so the underneath, so the back coverage from Schoberg could come in and undercut that one. Kaczmarek was open, but he just didn't get enough on that pass, and it's a turnover on 4th down anyway, and we got a player down on the far sideline for Annandale here with 4:48 left to go. Again, not a bad play, actually, from GSL. Stifter had time, read it, I thought, fairly well, just didn't get enough gas, but he was, again, rolling to his left, away from his throwing arm, his right arm, and wasn't able to get enough mustard on that throw to Kaczmarek, who was open at the time.
Yeah, and especially when the hardest thing, too, we got to remember here, Stifter is rolling towards the GSL side. That's a cross-body throw for him. It's awkward, right? You've got to kind of adjust yourself on the run to make yourself throw there. So that's tough, but at the same time, yeah, you throw it at the guy behind is going to be able to get there. You got to give it a little more mustard towards the outside, towards the sideline there to maybe let Kaczmarek, if nothing else, he may have to dive to try to catch it. He just might have to. That's just the way it is.
Starter still out there offensively for Annandale. Low snap for Walter. He'll pick it up, rolling to his right. Pressure coming, flips it out near side, incomplete. So an incompletion. I am surprised that Walter is still out there.
Yeah.
With 4:40 left to go in this game. I'm shocked. I understand if you give him the option, he doesn't want to leave the game, but this is a spot where if I'm Coach Walter, no. We got this game under wraps. We just don't want you taking another hit. And he took a hit at the end of that play.
Yep.
Shotgun 4 wide again. Low snap, handoff. Green up the middle, trying to find room. Left side spins out of an arm tackle. Still on his feet at the 30-yard line. Still going. Pummeling and plowing his way up to the 32-yard line. 33. Pickup of 7 for Green on that carry. And he'll bring up a 3rd and 3.
GSL putting in a couple of subs here now.
And another player down for the Panthers on the far side.
Yep. Another cramp, it looks to be. Other guys coming into the game, number 9, Sawyer Lindemann's coming in. Number 21, Luke Repke coming in.
Player down, cramp on the far sideline for GSL. We don't know exactly who that is. 4:15 left to go in regulation. 24-0 the lead in favor of Annandale. All the points came in the first half. 2 of those 4 touchdowns for Annandale came off turnovers. None of their drives longer than 46 yards in this game for Annandale. The game in the first half was played almost exclusively on the GSL half of the 50. Panthers didn't get across the 50-yard line until the second half offensively in the game. Had a good drive going before they had turnover on downs on their previous drive. Actually, an interception, I should say, on 4th down. But, again, been an interesting second half, I think. Really, this is a second half the Panthers can kind of build on, Adam. I think they found a little bit of offense that they can work with. And they got to kind of figure out a way to work around that. And, of course, we've made the jokes, but the shotgun snaps will definitely be worked on, I'm sure, a lot in practice this week. And maybe it's one where you just have the ball just sitting in a, you have one football, you just dedicate, put it in a bucket of water and have them snap it from a bucket of water each night, or each day, and just kind of go that route.
Yep. Yeah, a lot of things just, like you said, take away some good things here from this half, from this quarter, I guess you could say, and you got to build off it now going into next week. But, yeah, I mean, there's some good things that we can build on here. But we just got to try to get better for the next week, right?
Juanis able to get off the field under his own power. And if you're Annandale, you take the positives. You get a win on the road again against GSL. You extend it now to 5 out of the last 7.
Some of the other subs out there, number 55, Leo Reyes. Number 52, William Hahn.
Shotgun formation, takes a snap, handoff. Green looking for room up the middle, breaking an arm tackle. He's got a first down. He's up to the 40, making the 39, pickup of 6 and a first down for Green.
74, Dylan Terlinden in the game. Number 3, Tori Zychek is in the game.
Rondia coming off the field. Number 24, William Urban checks in.
Number 7, Cole Karg was out there. He's coming off right now.
1st and 10 at their own 39-yard line for Annandale. Shotgun 4 wide, takes a snap, handoff. Green up the middle, trying to bounce it left side. Met at the line, spun down at the 43, 42-yard line. Pick up a 3 for Green.
44, Braden Wiggern into the game.
Should mention number 35, Tyson Sanderson, now out there as a receiver for Annandale, and the new quarterback is Zach Rowe. So Walter's day is done. Zach Rowe, the 5'9", 150-pound sophomore out there. Brady Warbluski now at center, takes a snap, handoff. Green again, bouncing it a little bit to the left side up to the 45, keeps the legs churning to the 46. That's where he'll go, pick up a 4.
43, Francisco Hernandez in the game right now, and number 50, Henry Becker coming into the game.
I think we've said everybody that's dressed. Close to it.
Close.
Schuth, we mentioned him on the opening kickoff of the game.
Yeah.
Haven't said his name since. 3rd and 3 upcoming for Annandale with 2:30 and counting left to go. Shotgun 4 wide, 2 to each side. Rowe now the quarterback, gets the snap, handoff. Green looking to go right side, got the first down up to midfield to pick up a 4 on a 3rd and 3. Stop the clock temporarily to move the chains. 2:20 and counting left to go in the game.
Let's see. Number 14, Uriel Martinez in the game.
There we go.
Got him. Oh, what else we got here?
I think you got everybody.
I think so now.
1st and 10 at midfield for Annandale. Shotgun 4 wide. Rowe with the running back Green off to his right. Takes a snap. Rowe hands it off. Green looking to go around left edge. Got some room across midfield up to the 45. Single leg takedown and brought down to the 44-yard line for a pickup of 6 for Green. Clock rolling. Minute 40 and counting left to go. I don't hold any strong ambition of a timeout coming our way for the rest of this one.
I don't believe so.
But again, a scoreless second half, barring a big play here in the last 90 seconds.
Yep.
That's what we're looking at.
Never
24-0, the lead in favor of Annandale. Scored 4 times in the first half, but failed to convert on all their 2-point, an extra point and 2-point conversion. Fumbled on the handoff. Ball still loose. Dove on and covered up by one of the offensive linemen for Annandale. That's the first handoff miscue we've seen between the Cardinals. Weston Miller diving back on it to save the possession. As we are one more play away from this one being done, unless GSL really wants to force Annandale to punt again before the end of this game. Annandale back at their own 48-yard line. 3rd and 12. They hold here for another couple of seconds. They take the snap, bobbled it, trying to pick it back up. Rowe running with it, left side, far side, trying to get out of bounds. He'll get out of bounds. And that will force the punt. A pickup of 1 on the QB keep, left side for Zach Rowe.
Rowe's tackling the quarterback keeper.
Clock stopped with 35 seconds, 4th down. See if Annandale brings out, yeah, they got to bring out the punt team here, I'd imagine.
You never know.
Yeah, maybe not.
Nope.
Nope. Starters are out. Or not the starters. The backups are now fully in for Annandale as well. 24-0 lead in favor of Annandale. Looking for their 3rd straight shutout of GSL. Rowe moving the running back over to his left side. That's Sanderson. Excuse me, that's 45. That's Darius Alston. Rolling left side. Rowe trying to run with it. Picks up 2. And it'll be a turnover on down. Stop the clock with 28 seconds left to go. And a turnover on downs. GSL will get it back, but only 28 seconds left to go in this game. We'll see who will be under center in this formation. What they will try and do, potentially, in this final 30 seconds of the game. 1st and 10 at midfield. So defense holds Annandale. Don't give up any points in the second half. Offense showed glimpses of life. Had some. That 0 on the scoreboard will still be a big thing. You think back to that final 40 seconds of the first half when it was still just 18-0, and now we've got extra time, timeout GSL. I think they're trying to make sure they had things sorted. So 28 seconds left, down 24-0, timeouts, Panthers.
This timeout is brought to you by Bergman Interiors, the name you've grown to trust, serving the Glencoe, Hutchinson, Waconia, and Winstead areas. Decorating store at your door. Great people, great products, great service. We got you covered.
Remember when I said there wouldn't be any more timeouts?
You were wrong.
I was way off.
You were way off.
So
there.
off. Coming up, post-game show. We'll have it for you. Get you your game wrap. Brought to you by Glencoe Regional Health. Coach's Corner brought to you by Priority 1 Metro West Realty. Also, your Unhinged Pizza player of the game. Play of the game brought to you by Hutchinson Health, and your Panther preview brought to you by Glencoe Collision Center. That's all coming up on the post-game show here on KGLB.
Well, and if you want some expert breakdown of the game, you're going to want to tune in.
Yes.
Just saying. You're going to want to tune in because we're going to have the experts here, you and I.
That's what we're called now?
Yeah, I guess.
Well, I've been called a lot of things, but expert's not one of them.
All right, amateur hour at the postgame.
I started
show.
Allen Robinson last night. Expert is not one of those things I want to be called right now.
Yes, 2 completions, 2 targets.
One completion, 2 targets, 12 yards. Thank you.
Good job for the 1 point.
It was fun. The quarterback under center. They had to make sure everyone was in the same realm, and there's a fumbled snap. Dove on, covered up. I think it was Sawyer Lindemann. That was under center. Yep, Sawyer. It was. Covers it up. Methinks that will be all. That's the 3rd time I've said methinks. I got to find a new word. And that will be all for this one. Lindemann runs over to the sideline. Coach Shimperly's taking the headset off. They're just going to tap him on the shoulder saying, hey, let's go to the handshake line. And that, my friends, will do it from Stevens Seminary Stadium. For the 3rd straight time, the Annandale Cardinals have blanked the Panthers of GSL. They win by a final score of 24-0. We'll take a 2-minute timeout. Your Glencoe Regional Health game wrap coming up in 2 minutes here on KGLB.
Remodeling at your home or business, make your first call
Game,
to Steve Schauer
set,
and Sons Construction
match.
between Silver Lake and Glencoe.
Game.
Steve and his crew
Blouses.
are licensed and bonded and have been serving satisfied
Blouses.
customers for years. They can help you whether you're
Oh,
building
let's
new
see
or
some
remodeling.
scores.
See them for homes, garages, additions, light commercial work, and more.
Well,
they'll take care of your project from start to
Sassacocata
finish.
over Little
Check the
Falls,
white pages for
35-6.
Steve Schauer
That
at
feels
327
normal.
3170.
That feels more right
Trust
than
all
14
building
to 6
projects
early.
Steve Schauer and Sons
Malacca,
Construction
that's
between
still
Silver
going.
Lake and Glencoe.
Nope, it's fine enough.
Factory direct furniture.
Malacca beat Albany 20-7. Providence Academy, 2 minutes left, 20-0 for Spectrum. Watertown.